What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Woody, guys. Void is over. It is over. Man, what a freaking void. I tell you what, many nations, they were hard. Like, it wasn't like a hard nation or like a really strong nation versus an easy nation, kind of like what would they call it? Like a bye week. It ain't like that. This void, and throughout the whole game, it was like balls to the wall kind of stuff. So I'll go over mine real quick, and then we're gonna go. I want to hear how everyone else's went. Um, let's see, where is it? Oh, did it go to the bottom yet? It did. Okay, so in 736, we were against 791. 791 took the W um, to 10 billion to 9.9 or 10.7. I apologize for that, to 9.9. So that was literally what, 800, about 800 million yeah, 800 million points they beat us by. But I tell you what, I'm gonna give some mad props to Osman right here, because right in the beginning of the void, he took a heavy hit. He did win, but he was very smart about it. Okay, so my plan was to SOS fill his hospital up, which I did. And then directly after that, we had 40 people online ready to go. And we went to get in there, and well, he bubbled. Before we can get 40 in there, we got 16, which is a very smart play he did. But those kind of hits like that, well, they can turn everything around. Matter of fact, I'll go into the reports real quick. Real quick. Don't judge me. There's a lot of attacking going on. I went through a lot. There we go. So that was the SOS. Filled his hospital up. Yeah, filled his hospital and actually killed 100,000. Well, that was with the exterminate. Um, and then directly afterwards, nope, not that one. This one. He bubbled. He bubbled. And I'm like, no! And it sucks because you see the line. Like, the line just. See the video replay. It was going, it was going, it was going, and it got just about where the zeros are, and it just went, nope. It kind of sucked. Kind of sucked, but I'll give him some. Okay, right around there is where it went. I give Osman some really good credit because he kept up to me. He was actually, after this hit, he was already over a billion, like in points or right around there. He was up there, and I'm like sitting at like 150. I'm like, oh shit, I got a lot of catching up to do. And he fought back and forth, killing. Like he kept the lead for a very long time, but he fought it, and there was one there was. I have a video. I got everything recorded, so there'll be a video definitely. But there was a mess up. There was a trap that happened, and then when they fell for the trap, I countered a city with three major hits, and that was it turned the Void Tyrant the other way around. But going back into this real quick, like I said, 791 took the win. You guys deserved it. You guys fought your ass off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. SPT did take first place as Alliance. I took first place. Osman and then Say from 791 WTF came in third place. And like I said, there'll be a video. So I want to hear about your guys' voids. I want to hear about your guys' voids. Don't everyone hit me at once, but go ahead. Let's hear it. Actually, first I want to hear about Nikki's void. I want to hear about your void because 425 versus 269. I know you're gonna make a video about it, but I'm very curious about it. I really am.
All right. Who do you think won?
I mean, I don't know who won.
Well, you got newly merged 425 with the power of the city that is League God versus 269, who is very active and has the numbers.
That's what I'm actually kind of worried about
So
because
weighing that, who you think will win?
Well, I mean,
It's okay.
it's hard to say. I know numbers is what matters. Numbers is what
Mm.
matters, but we all know Lee God City.
Oh no, it's strong.
It's
It's Liga
strong.
can take about 20 of us. He can
Yeah,
take on without an SOS. No SOS needed. He can take on 20 of us. He can
yeah,
take on our fattest cities, our strongest cities. He can take on solo.
yeah.
He's crazy. Madman.
That,
Madman.
and now you know why I'm asking because I don't know because
We
I
won.
you guys so 2691. Oh
We won.
man, I cannot wait to see this video. I cannot wait to see the video. You got to definitely post
Yeah.
it everywhere and do the whole everyone button that because that's a big war. Um, so you guys won. Was there any big hits?
Uh, as always, they do it when I'm sleeping, so I'm gonna get those reports later. But I,
Right.
I know there was a couple good hits. Yeah, it honestly 425 seems like it's even though they newly merged. To me, in my perspective, it seems like League God carries the nation
Okay.
more than the number one alliance, if that makes sense.
Okay. No, no, no. That makes sense. That makes sense.
From what I saw, from what when I was playing, because the majority of the time I worked, so I was sleeping, and then maybe during the time I was sleeping, everybody got together and their team started playing, whatever. But during
Well,
the time I was playing, it's like a lot of more of Liga than rather than JFK.
Like in most cases, before you merge, you always got that one person that's carrying, and then the first merger happens, you got the person carrying, but he's got help. But by second merger, that's when you actually get the real teamwork. That's where you don't need to carry anymore. So I mean, I think it. This is what his second void, I think, or was it his first void?
Yeah.
Second.
Second, first boy was with Barry.
Well, Barry. Oh, through. Whew.
I posted the score. You can see.
Yeah, yeah. Let me. I don't want to take anything away from away from what your video is going to show.
No, it's okay. My video shows a lot of things. It's fine.
Whoa, those are some big numbers too. Those are some big numbers. So
I will say we did not push too hard in recruitment. The only gap that there was during recruitment was like a 500, 500 mil gap to a 600 mil gap. So it's like we did try not to do too much on that.
well, I mean, to make it fair, I mean,
Yeah.
we're all friends with you guys. We're all friends with Lee God. So to be fair, I mean, it's no fun having one nation go ahead and recruit four
Mm-hmm.
billion, and it's just like you recruit 4 billion, and like why even show? Why
Yeah.
even show up?
Barry, Barry can tell you. Barry had that experience.
Did you, Barry? He might be key. He might be busy.
He's just there.
Yeah,
He's just listening.
he's listening. Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, GG to 269 on that. You know what? I believe Lee got even called that before it even happened. That like he already knew what the outcome was going to be.
Yeah,
But
he was very he was he's very strong city, very good player. He's very smart to shield. He was shielding. One of our guys sent one troop and he shielded because
well,
we got the numbers. So it's best to be safe rather
hmm
than be sorry.
honestly, I was even in mine, I was bubbling all the way up until like the end. So I figured
How'd you
out.
guys do, Woody?
Oh, we lost. We lost. We literally got our freaking legs split. We lost.
You told me you were going to stay up after you got off work until
Yeah, I
it
haven't.
ended, did you?
Yeah, I haven't slept yet. I haven't slept.
Did the whole 24 hours, huh?
Yeah, I did the whole 24. I think we have one of the players actually in here. There's so many of you guys.
OBJ.
OBJ, yeah, OBJ right there. Did you guys think I was ever going to go to sleep?
Dude, I was hoping you were going to work at some point.
I was working when Void started, I was at work. I was already at work.
Same.
So
I kept waiting for pauses, and I was like, maybe he's getting ready for work now.
Woody, I wasn't texting you, or I didn't text you at all because I was like, oh, if he's recording or something.
yeah, I recorded quite a bit. There'll be a there'll be quite a bit of things that are edited out because there's many times I hit record and nothing happened, or there was nothing in the city, so those will be edited out. But
Dun, 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 look who's here.
goats here. I do want Kitten. Kitten was telling me something that happened to him in Void. Kitten, if you want to share it, this is something I think that is kind of important that people do need to be aware of during Void, and maybe if Camel hears about it, they might be able to, pull you aside and talk to you. If you feel like sharing, Kitten.
Oh, I'll share the camel foo bar. I don't mind.
The Camel Foo Bar.
So another story of how Camel just fucked someone
Oh,
over. Basically.
oh yeah. So I made my typical void attack, and then I bubbled, and then I made sure my bubble's up, and then I pressed recall all to bring my troops back home real quick, and then the game crashed, and then I got back into the game, and my bubble was gone, and there was 5 people in my city.
When you activated your bubble, there should be this little thing, on
Yeah,
the.
it didn't show. Didn't show after I came
It's
back
not
on after
there.
the game crashed. Yeah, it
Oh
wasn't there. Never
wow!
registered. Yeah.
Dude, I would have been so
So I
upset.
lost like 30 mil BP in about like
Oh,
5 minutes.
oh man, man,
Are
man.
you a big spender?
No, I'm more closer to casual.
Ah, hate to break it to you, brother, but Camel won't give a shit. Honestly,
Oh, I
that's
haven't even
just the
sent
way
them a
they.
message,
That's
bro.
just
I,
speak
I
speak
logged
to
back
your
in after the
VIP.
crash. I
Speak
logged
to
back
your
in after the crash and
VIP.
I saw the bubble wasn't registered. I'm like,
Yeah,
well, Camel ain't gonna give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean
yeah.
that.
I can speak to your VIP, but I wouldn't hold your breath with Camel, man. They're fucking awful.
In reality, I mean, I believe this is why Camel actually put this thing here for that. But in your defense, the same thing happened to me. But I wasn't attacked. I wasn't attacked. I did hit bubble. Game crashed. I came back in. The bubble wasn't there. So I mean, I can. There was nothing on the screen itself. Obviously you can see I bubbled quite a bit. But yeah, the same thing happened to me. Just I wasn't hit. So I'm happy I wasn't hit. But I do feel for you, kitten. I really do. So was that the turnabout in your void? Like, who ended up winning the Nation 2?
We were what that hit happened like in the last like 3 hours of void. At that point, we are already like 5 billion points behind.
Oh,
I was a drop in the bucket.
I gotta see this. Okay, here's your posting right here. Oh wow, 157. Oh, Zip. You know what? I've heard of Zip.
Our
Never.
Russian alliance
Yeah,
fed really badly.
Small was in that nation, but Small doesn't play. It's just another guy who plays his city. He's on
Oh,
a power trip at the moment, and he
got you.
keeps taking me out. Keeps taking me out on the uranium.
Oh, who ended up?
But
So, s-
I'll get him. Don't worry. You just gotta get a few more of my gold playing levels up, and then I'll bitch slap him every day, and then they'll fucking regret messing with me.
well, I do recall that Small War and League God the 425 account, they had Elite War, and they went 1 versus 1, and League God took them. Don't know by how much because I didn't get see the extra report.
He's strong, dude. He's strong. He's if you see his city,
Dude,
like
Woody,
he's
when I
bought
watched,
literally everything.
I seen the replay with Lead God, he smacked him.
I think lead god's very strong. Small was very strong. If you're not, a huge spender. I don't call myself a whale. I call myself a dolphin. More like, but like I said, I'm mid range now, not LR anymore. So I know how to counteract LR people. So let's just say Small was not playing at the moment. He's probably still funding this other guy. He's on a power trip. But I
I
will slap him up at one point, and then he'll fucking realize who he messed with.
I mean I can't imagine I can't imagine if you're done playing. I can't imagine still funding it. I mean 9 times out of 10,
Dude, you
um,
do realize I do that.
well you can
I
fund
don't
me.
play.
You can fund me.
Dude, I don't log in. I don't log in for a whole week, maybe 2 weeks. Probably just log in for Frenzy or Void or maybe a couple of Elite Wars, and I still fucking put coins in. But it's because I have an employee who runs it for me. So yeah,
Gotcha. I understand exactly what you mean.
can't expect someone else to fund it if they're looking after it for me. So
Right. I completely understand that. I know that like this void that I went through, I had 300 each, 50 and 25 speeds, and 55 ports, and I went
And
to
how much gold did you have, Woody,
oh,
before?
I went to 300,000 gold. So 300 each speeds, 300,000 gold, 55 ports, over 100 day of heals. It was a tough match. I'm not gonna lie, man. These guys came.
Did you go through all of those 2-hour shields?
I think, yeah, every single one of them in quite a bit of 8 hours and some 1 days.
You liked that idea after I said that to you, didn't I? About the 2-hour ones.
Oh, I love 2 hours. Totally love 2 hour shields. But back to the 157 one.
apparently Small was playing. So yeah, he was super active apparently. So that's probably why it was hard. Because when he's active, he just fucking blows through gold like crazy. Yeah, I won. I always win. Number one.
He was like stalking me for a good like hour and a half to make sure no one was attacking me. It was kind of annoying. I won't lie.
Yeah, I can't remember. The last time I came second in anything, dude. So I'm not being arrogant here, but it is what it is.
I'll tell you what, man. To hit that billion mark, believe it or not, a lot of people. It's hard to hit that billion. Like you're.
As my usual average is just under 2 mil every time. It's just this void I didn't play as much. But, it's average.
Well, I mean, in the older nations, yeah, because you have big battles that happen. Okay, but like in these newer nations or semi-new, it's not
Oh no,
easy.
we play Needless Nation. There's not really many battles. They played a lot of trap games in the beginning.
Hmm.
But he doesn't really play, does he? Dude, the other thing about this guy, have you seen anyone else that has purple badges? This guy's all his badges are purple. I'm like, fuck
Yeah,
me. Dude.
uh,
He
I,
literally must have bought from day one.
I think Great One and Ligad and Ronaldo.
Great ones badges are insane. I looked at them before Void.
Yeah, I
Are
think
they all
they're.
are they all purple as well? Like 33. I think the max level of these badges are like 50 something,
Oh,
right?
I want to say they're all like 33 or 34. Woody, you can go to a city real quick. Yeah, if you want to jump. What is he? What
So
nation is he? 621?
so 31 is purple. Is it purple? Yeah, 31 is purple. And I believe 50 is max. So level 50 is max on the badges.
It's not even really worth these badges, man. They don't really give you that much of a boost, do they?
Well, I mean, you figure when you're up there, I mean, you're 41, you know, 10 10%. I mean, you're paying more than what it's worth. I'll be
Well, I
real with
guess
you.
if you bought everything, then I guess that's
Yeah, I
the only
mean,
thing you can buy now, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, you're paying more than what it's worth. But I mean, when you're already maxed out and you need to have a little bit of an edge or something. I mean, this is one of the spots that you can get it, and regardless, it's going to cost a lot of money.
But,
Supply and demand.
yeah, but fucking hell, man, to get to 30, like, just where I am, I think I'm on like 20 something.
I'm going to
It's
21,
fucking
man.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, fucking hell, imagine going to 30 to 50. Fuck me. Imagine just count the amount on just badges alone.
Oh, I know, dude. I know. It's crazy. Like I'm on 21, knocking on 22, and I know the cost of it was. It's. I mean,
I've been trying to get my fucking Titan to number 44, which I finally got. So I got both of them at 44 now, and that fucking took ages. And I'm just thinking, fuck me, what's 45 going to cost me?
twice as much. Twice as much. I've
It's
got.
like
I got one to
too many
43.
events, man.
I got one of my Titans to 43, and another one to 44. So,
Yeah.
three levels.
Well, my next one's going to be the male Titan, go to 45. And then the lady, but
That's kind of what
man,
I
I
was
think,
leaning on too. Once I get them both to 44, I was
yeah, I
thinking the
think
male first.
get him to 44 and then go for 45 on him because I think he's a bit more stronger on the attack.
Well, I mean,
Lady's more defense, isn't she?
well, like in the beginning, in the beginning when when they were purple, you wanted to do the girl and then the male. But when they're gold, you
Mm.
want to do the male and then the female. Finish it,
What's
end
your
game.
fragments at?
Oh, these.
Yeah,
So my male's at 20.
me on 20. I'm on 24 for him, but that's because the others helped.
You got
But I
24.
think after,
You can't.
yeah, but after 24, it doesn't really do much. It
What
just
20?
boosts it. That's all.
20. I mean, 20 is at max.
Yeah, I'm 24 because I've got the other ones that I've when I
G-
got up to 24. These ones, yeah,
Gotcha,
the red
gotcha,
one.
gotcha, gotcha. The red ones, yeah.
But my lady still needs work. Lady's not maxed yet.
Oh, I think everyone's ladies need some work. Mine's only at 16. So,
Yeah, yeah. Mine's. I think click it. Let me see where I am. Let me see if I can remember where I am. Start. Yeah, I'm trying to get the last one. I think I'm on like 18 or something.
well, I mean, you figure, okay, so the male's frags, they're offered in more events than the female. Like, what, you can get the female in only 2 events, like the racing one and I
The
forget.
lady's gonna be faster to get. The male's harder, and fucking these DOD packs are
Well,
ridiculously expensive just to get the last two.
well, I mean, you can easily just don't worry about this one, this guy, because he is expensive, but you can still keep just adding to this one from that.
Yeah, I guess that's from the roulette, isn't it? But
Yeah,
then
yeah, and
when I
they
went
they
into the
drop
roulette
like
today,
crazy. They drop like crazy in that roulette, dude.
I know with the roulette, the beach music thing that's maxed. So I don't need that anymore. And then I guess I need the middle ones. The basketball arena and all that stuff because mine are like at level 7. But just to get one of those, you've got to drop like 501 fucking rolls.
You gotta drop a
It's
lot.
like it's worth it because if you go into roulette now, it's worth it when you need those chests. So like for example, the whole point of the roulette is if you go into the reward thing on the top, no, the top one.
Oh, this one, yeah.
So those, yeah. So if you click the arrow, so it's worth rolling when you need all those stuff. But I'm at a point now where that beach arena thing, the one on the left,
This one right
yeah, that
here.
I'm at, yeah, that's 15. So it doesn't make sense me rolling, keep rolling because yeah, I might get like little items and stuff, but it doesn't really make sense anymore for me to roll because
Well,
I'm just gonna get this beach music thing, which doesn't really do anything,
put
and
for
I'm only
okay,
rolling just to get the middle one.
right, but for you, you're maxed out, and it's useless for you. But like the players that are new to the game, or somewhat new, and
Yeah,
they're
it's
still trying to
definitely yeah, it's
build,
definitely worth it.
this
Definitely
this
worth it
is
because
like something you want to go all out on. Is this wheel right here?
I would honestly say if you're gonna roll, if you really want the middle one, then of course you're gonna get it regardless. But
Yeah,
if you're really not going for the middle one, then I wouldn't even. I'll probably stop around 200. That's enough for
I didn't even
to get
roll.
all the stuff.
I didn't even
Yeah,
roll. I was like, I've
like
done I've done
if
my
you click on
share.
the arrow, if you click on the arrow again, I'll tell you what's worth getting. The item. Sorry, Rudy. Just for the people watching.
Um,
Yeah, so I would say go right to the first one.
oh, that's
The
probably at the
first one.
bottom.
So I would unlock maybe up to the 350. I wouldn't even go past it because if you're not a heavy spender, just
Yeah.
try and get that beat music. You get to,
Well,
take your time and
well,
then just stop there.
yeah. 350s were probably like if you're a medium spender, probably be like that. Probably yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree because you're
After that,
maxed out at that
I
point.
would rather just spend on things like Titans, warplanes, officers. I wouldn't even do this
Well,
at this point. You want
well,
to do the other stuff first.
well. Here's the thing: a lot of people they get ahead on this wheel is because the fragments for the
Yeah,
Titans,
you get that,
and then you
I
got
get it.
the
But,
you got the
how many of those you're gonna get? It's
dude.
pot luck, isn't it?
Look at the ranking. You tell me. Look at this ranking. 547 times. There's people that I've seen
Oh
in
yeah,
a
dude, I've seen people do like 1500. But what I'm saying is, for the
yeah
normal spender,
yeah more yeah
yeah, if you get that little puzzle piece, the one just on the right of it, that's really good. The purple officer
yeah.
fragment thing.
Well,
But if you're gonna if you're not someone who's focusing like a lot on the island, especially for those 4 island things, you can put your money, elsewhere and get a boost than going for this stupid nonsense here. Because look, when this event comes up, imagine you've seen how many more events were. when this started.
Oh my God! Yeah, I
It's
remember.
like 4 or 5 events in one go, and they keep crossing over each other now. Before they used to give you like a day to breathe. Now they're all kind of crossing
Well,
over each other by 1 or 2 days.
well, yeah, and GC's right around the corner, by the way.
Yeah,
It's right around
I
the
ain't even
corner.
got time for DC. So it's like, when's it gonna stop? And they just keep getting new things now. Now they're adding new fucking items to the island. Like a lot of new things have popped up on the island now.
Well, I mean,
The small little
this
things.
this is a longevity game, so uh, I mean, if you're a whale spender, yeah, you can get it pretty quickly, within a couple months. But if you're not and you're a medium spender, I mean, it's gonna take you a while to get there. So, I mean, with that being said, it's not cheap. We all know that. It's cheaper to do free, but it's gonna take a lot of time. Like for instance, when I went to 41 with the uranium, that was 20 G's in 3 months. I had a drop in just uranium. If I just waited a whole year, I probably would have had it. I just didn't want to wait because we all know how when a new city, the max
If
city.
we was free players, we'll be like all those people crying about how we get zeroed.
Well, I mean that's like I've always said, guys. 2 weeks into the game, we all knew it's a pay-to-win game. It's no secret.
I
But
feel sorry for the people in Void, man. Fucking hell, like they go there, they use their bubble, and then they're a free player, and they can't afford another bubble, and then they get zeroed.
well, that's something for a different question or a different topic. I do want to get back into the voids and see exactly who won them all. Um, so we got 621, which is Great Ones Nation. Let's check this one out real quick. Um,
21 came third. Damn,
yeah, so
second.
621 did win. Oh, yeah, 621 did win at 19.5 million to 17 against 415. KGK came first place. Great One came second.
Oh,
Irish Max came first. Big Bird came
he
third.
probably wasn't as active.
Yeah.
Is that the original? Is that the original Big Bird?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
It is.
Wow.
Did he decide?
Wow,
Did he
he's in the
switch?
same nation as Great One. Fuck, that's a
He's
good
in
merge.
FJ City.
Okay, so
Oh, it's not his original then.
let me ask you: is it that he said I'm done with what was it, the nation he was in, and just said I'm going to 621 now, or was it just like, hi, this void, I gotta come play with y'all?
Per typical normal things that happen when mergers happen, and you just don't get along
Gotcha.
with the merger people, and he just went. Mm-mm.
Gotcha. You said nope, I'm
Wish
done.
I could do that.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot, and that's like what I've always said. Like if you're in a beginning nation, figure out what kind of nation you are. If you like the nation, if it's a farm nation, or if it's an actual void nation, war nation. They like to fight. They're not scared to lose troops. You got some spenders in there. Figure that out before you start, really going heavy into your city. Because if that nation's not for you and you just can't get along with it's gonna make the game really unlikable. Really, really
I
unlikable.
left my nation for similar reasons. We merged with 522, which was DS, and they had 3 main alliances, all with a C41 in it each, and they just couldn't communicate, and it was just drama.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Trust me, of all things, I hear you on that one. Drama. Don't get me wrong, drama's always good as long as you're not involved with it, right?
Problem is, dude, it's not as easy to just fucking leave. I think it's
Drama's
like,
still fine, but not when you've got 4 alliances with, C41 scattered everywhere and just, and nobody's communicating. But mind you, the main alliance is like, but we're still winning Void. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, but I mean, you can win Void, which is, it's going to be like obviously who's got the bigger wallet, who's strongest, whatnot. But if you can't get along with your own nation, Void is nothing. Now it's more like we care more about Civil War than Void, and it makes it.
yeah,
You got to have a complete.
we've won Void, but if you're fucking winning Void, it's mad. To be honest, at the moment now, it's all about Not even void anymore. At GC, isn't it? You want a United Nation where you can compete for the top prize, which usually is GC.
You know what? Do you know that the Void Tyrant? Believe it or not, dude, I was competing for Void Tyrant this one. I already
What?
knew we were gonna lose, but I was like, I'm gonna get that Tyrant, no matter what. I'm gonna get it
Are you talking about back in the days or now?
now, today, yesterday. Yeah, uh,
Oh, I see.
like I
Did you pull a dick move like Baz?
no. There was no dick moves or anything like
Not
that.
dick move, bitch. It was a bitch move, wasn't it? That's what it was.
It was a straight up fight. 791. They gave it. They're very good at reinforcing. I'll tell you that. Very good at reinforcing. But in all fairness and defense, to defend 791, 736 don't really have many cities that you can find. Unless you just can't find them. And I'm sure that the people in here can tell you you ain't gonna find anything in our nation. You gotta get your points from literally someone fucking up or reinforcing.
Wow, you was quite neck and neck with number
Solar
two, bro.
bubble
Wow.
very tight.
Yeah, we were. He was actually Osman was in the lead all the way up until about like 5 hours ago. About 5 hours ago, I'm gonna give or take, and then we set a trap, and they felt for it. And when they felt for it, they lost the trap. And then while they were stuck in the trap, I countered. I think it was a 35 or a 36. I countered it and hit him 3 times, and then right after that, I countered another one. So this was a classic case of they didn't hide their troops before sending. If they would have, yeah, if they would have hit their troops on the counter, yeah, he would have still took it easily. He would have still took it because that's where majority of the points came from.
I guess a couple of people are getting zeroed after boy.
No. I don't think they're gonna get zero, but
Not you. The ones that didn't hide, they getting zeroed because they basically cost them the win, right? Well, how
no,
much points do you
they
guys have?
won. They won, but it costed Osman the tyrant.
Oh, he's gonna go around zeroing people then.
He was a good man to the very end. He was looking for targets. You know
When
how
you
it
get
is when
when
you're
you get
that
number
close.
one,
Yeah, you know how it
when
is
you
when you're
get
that
number one,
close.
when you get number one, it's always nice when you get the gold, isn't it? When you get
I haven't
I think it's
even
like 30. I think it's like 30K gold. You get something.
I haven't even looked at it yet. Um, yeah, I got
So the
that.
merits definitely help.
Yeah, the merits help. Um, yeah, 38,000 gold, which is a drop in the freaking puddle compared to 300,000 gold I went through. But it's still
It doesn't
38,000.
justify what doesn't justify what you spent, but when you
No,
get it
no, it
back and
doesn't.
you look at the gold go up, you're like, yeah, I got a couple of shields,
Well,
a couple of speed.
well, I look at it like this. Okay, I spent 300,000 gold. I better get that 38,000. I better get it. But I believe second place they still get like 28,000 or something like that. So I mean, they didn't come empty-handed.
I think the worst thing is when you go hard
Oh my
and you
god.
know you don't, and you don't win it. That's what hurts when you go hard to get it and you don't get it.
Yeah, I went kind of hard. And I got the tyrant, but we did not get the win. Like there was we were getting close to catching up. We were like 400,000 or 400 million away, and then we fucked up again and we lost it. So yeah, at that point I knew there was no way coming back because we went from like that little bit getting close down to like 1.5 billion away again, and there's only a few hours left. I was like, it's over. That was our one chance, and we blew it. So, but back to the other people's voids in 465. I want to see what they had real quick. And don't worry, YouTube people, we'll be going over your guys's too. So right here, 465 was up against 528. 465 did take the win, 20 billion to 16 billion. That's a 4.2 billion gap. 428 did take the Alliance took first place. GOD and 465 took second, and DTF. And it looks like, oh, I can't even. 428 got first, second, and third place. Is that overall? Yeah, that's. Well, I'm here clicking it like it's just gonna show up like how you do on your game, and it's just a screenshot. You ever do that? All right, so GG to 465 on that win. They can tell just by the numbers you guys fought, so GG to you all. And I'm going into the next players. Let's see. We got 823 versus 896. It looks like 896 did take the win over 823 by quite a bit. 896 got, well, we're going to just say by 1.2 billion. The 896 took the win, the W over that. So 12 billion to 10.8. Not bad, not bad. 896 came in first place for the Alliance, FNX. And, well, WIB second, WoW, and third. So I've heard of this guy before, Yahtzee. Is this guy strong? Anyone from
Looks like it.
yeah, anyone from 896? Is this guy strong? I've heard of his name before. Does anyone who posted
Just
this?
go into the nation and check.
That's Yahtzee himself. That's Yahtzee himself. Yahtzee, I heard you're strong. Okay, okay, he's typing. Okay. Mafia says he sucks. Excuse me. He's a C38 beast. Okay, okay, okay. But I mean, he got 2 billion points. So 2 billion points is not easy to get. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some players that can get it, but it's still not that easy to get. I mean, you're going all out getting that. Yeah, 2 billion. Just over 2 billion points. That's freaking crazy. Congratulations on that part. Sorry you didn't actually. No, you did. You did. I take that back. They took the win. They took the first place, and he took Tyrant. GG to you all the way, man. Enjoy that
Looks
third.
like he looks like he's probably carrying his nation with his points.
Well,
Look,
you
look
know
at his
what? Yeah,
points
let me
compared
go
to
check
everyone
his nation out real quick, and we'll tell you. He's probably like, no, Woody, don't. We'll tell you. We'll tell you. He's gonna be in the next one. Okay, so 896 right here. He's president. I don't know, man. I don't.
Oh wow, he's not carrying his
He's
nation.
not.
He's just
He happened to get the freaking
he's just got two punks above him who just didn't do shit.
He's not carrying the nation, so he's got help.
You know the top two. What's their kills above him?
Kills at 152,
Mm-hmm.
and then number 2 is at 145, and then Yahtzee at 2. Oh yeah, he's doing a lot of the work.
Yeah, I think the other two top two probably just care about their troops. It's one of those players who just care about their troops and play frenzy.
Well, I mean, 62, 54, and then
That's not entirely true. It's a young nation, and they look like they're team orientated.
Yeah, unless
the kills
unless they come on and say otherwise. You know, they're
But
just
when you see a lot of people kind of like in the same area for kills as a team, I mean that just goes to show you that they're just fighting as a squad.
Well, look at their.
So not one person just genuinely gets all the kills. It'd be a team.
So this is their nation. This is their nation kills right here. So, I mean, they're fighting as a team. Regardless, you know, Yahtzee in the top 6 or 7 are getting over 100. You know, they're probably stronger. You know, so they're obviously going to kill more than all the other ones.
I take it back. It looks like they work as a team.
Yeah.
Probably I think the other two probably just had an off day or didn't play as much. I think they're rotating. You know, whoever's going to be active plays a lot.
Who's taking Tyrant? Who's taking Tyrant this time?
Yeah, so I think I think he's probably just active, and the other two were busy. So I take it back. You know, they're actually, you know, it looks
He
like
could have also just been on a really good defense too.
Yeah. They actually got decent Titans too. I'm not gonna or officers. I mean, they got decent officers. It's not bad for older nations. That ain't bad at all. He's already at 11-1 as a C38. That's not bad. There's some older nations that are still sitting in the tens. So you're doing good, Yahtzee. Titan.
Every time a lower player than the other top 2 or top 3 takes Void Tyrant and kills, it always gets my respect because
Absolutely.
the bigger players, it's always harder to beat the bigger players. If they're 39s, it's always going to be harder for him. But, if he's showing up and killing, mate, he's got my respect because, he's playing with the big boys.
He's definitely playing with the big boys. He's taking the losses, quite a bit of losses too. But I mean, I think when you say about like when you carry a nation, he's obviously, the Titans are number one, officers number one. We'll go to plane. Okay, plane. He's still got a gold plane, so he's actually building his city the right way. He started at the officers, Titans, not going to plane. Versus these guys, they went plane, Titans, officers, completely opposite way you should be actually doing it. So, GG to you, Yahtzee. You're building it the right way. Don't get me wrong, your other players are strong too. I'm not, bad mouthing them, but you're doing it the right way. They are not. They are not. Okay, moving on. Well, actually, I think he's going to say something real quick, and then we'll move on. I followed your rules of building a city out, but it's a great nation. I'm happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Really happy to hear that. Give GGs to the rest of your nation as well. All right, jumping to 9-10. 9-10. Hold on. Here we go. 9-10. Blow up. There we go. 9-10. We got 9-10 versus 7-9-6. What? What? No. Okay, guys. Okay, so 7-9-6 is in the area that I'm in. They got a lot of mega whales. Okay, and then 9-10 does not have a lot of whales. So this is right here is kind of blowing my mind, and we'll actually go into both. We'll go to 796 because I want to show you the difference real quick, and it's gonna blow your mind.
That was a very close matchup.
Yeah.
They just took it just barely. Must have played a lot of defense probably.
I mean, obviously that's yeah. I mean, at that point, either play defense or stay away from the number one alliance where all the 41s are. And it's possible that might. I believe they do have one really good, really strong.
Look at the top guy. He got
Yeah,
4 billion.
Yeah, Abu. This guy is super strong. Super strong. Like he's right there where I am. Put it that way. Right there where I am. We went. He's strong, guys. Hands down.
Dude, he fucked everyone up. Fucking hell.
Did he recruit a lot, or was this just straight void, like kill?
No, it must be recruits as well.
There has to be some recruiting. Has to be, because I mean, to get 4 billion in a kill event, I mean, you're talking about one of these guys are being zeroed out.
You have a screenshot of the
If you go check his seat, if he's got like 400 million or something, he's definitely recruiting.
Yeah, let's check out.
He got 3.6. You can see on the other screenshot.
What is? Oh, there you go.
Jesus.
Is that phase?
That's kill. Yeah, that's void.
Oh, well, yeah. He got fucking as much as I got in frenzy.
Holy cow! How many troops did he go through? Oh my god! To imagine, guys, you know how many void potions he had to have gone through. Like,
no, unless he's got a huge EP, he's just got troops to lose, right? And if his name is what it is, I'm assuming he's a released player with unlimited credit card.
We don't want to get into personal stuff, but
no, I don't mean.
Yeah,
that.
I know.
I don't mean a bad way, dude. People say I got an unlimited credit card, but you know what I mean.
Let's see what he's got for troops. 202.
Not well for a new nation. That's crap.
Just wait till you see the other nation he went against. So they got 341s. So I mean that ain't bad. No. That's not bad. But it drops. They drop from there.
Yeah, but considering they're a 900 nation,
Yeah.
they should be
Well, yeah,
around.
yeah. But that would be the reason why they're going against the 796 is
Mm,
because I mean because of that itself. But I mean his officers are 13. Fuck man, you guys seeing this 13-3? He's knocking on 13-5, almost 14. He'll probably be at 1400 by within 2 more months. He'll be at 14 easily. He's one of those kind of players.
he's
Wow.
buying every other segment.
Yeah, I mean, look at his Titans 3-1. Are those? Isn't that like max stats right there, or was it 3-2?
Dude, he's fucking right next to what I'm on.
Yeah, you got years on him, and then you got the plane maxed. Damn.
Yeah, his
Well,
plane's definitely around 50 something.
yeah. Jeez. Just imagine, dude. Like,
It'll be,
eventually.
whoever posted that, if you've got a report, post a report. I want to see his stats.
Yeah, stats are freaking insane. I went up against them in Polar Invasion. They did win the Polar Invasion. We did 1-on-1. I did win, but not by much. Not by much at all. Like,
Well, do you know whoever posted that? Just tag them and say, "Can you post
that was Safe
a report?"
9. That was Safe SAIF from 910. Posted it. Safe, can you grab what stats from him to see where he's at if he allow it? We'd like to take a
He's
look.
probably,
Oh,
I think he's
Abu?
probably,
Yeah,
You
Abu.
want Abu stats?
Yeah.
Hold on, give me
yeah.
a second. I have him in my mails.
I think
Alright.
he's probably. I'm thinking he's probably at
Woody,
1800,
Yeah.
1700.
that's the guy that I trained. I went to his nation because that new event dropped. You remember I started playing that new event?
Yeah.
That's the guy.
That's the guy?
Yes.
He listened. He listened.
He absolutely did listen. He still hits me up. He's a good guy.
He talked to me not too long ago, matter of fact, and it wasn't a long conversation, but he is a good guy. He really is.
You lot just created a fucking monster.
He's beyond he's beyond a monster, dude. He's a monster. And we're gonna check out who they went up against. 796 real quick. And I know 796 is probably hoping I didn't show it, but I'm going to. I'm gonna show it anyways. Because
Well,
I mean,
are they a big nation?
they got some big people. Not gonna lie.
We got slapped. We got slapped by one guy. Really, not that big. Sorry, I'm an asshole. Oh, well, Raz isn't here, so someone has to be an asshole.
Okay, so I got 441s, 240s, 38s, 37s up the yin yang.
And you lot couldn't take down a 900 nation. You lost.
But this polar bear guy, he's strong. Like I'm not gonna lie, he's
Yeah,
strong
well,
as well.
Polar bear boy decided to hide in his fucking igloo. What the hell?
And then one trick stop, he's strong. And
What's his name?
I'm sure you all seen the whole Facebook video that they posted on me, where they bent me over in what was it, Iron Blood, that I wasn't playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his name? One trick what?
One trick shock.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I guess you're on one trick pony then, because you didn't do shit.
In reality, they are good people. They are good
Sorry,
people.
Woody.
Just,
I'm just being nice. I'm just trying to rile him out.
and then they got numbers. So I mean, everyone's in the.
Probably come to my nation and fucking coming after me or some shit.
I'm shocked. I want to see the stats real quick. Once Barry posts it.
What's these guys things and titans?
So officers at Polar Bears 13-7. So he's even above Abu at this point.
That's like old nation fucking numbers. Like
Yeah.
our nation numbers. So people in my nation don't even fucking have that. Fuck's sake.
Welcome to the new nations. One day you'll see them.
Where are these people coming from? Like, do they not watch our videos? They say don't fucking download this game. Like, fuck's sake. Clearly ain't working.
Well, they watch a lot of our videos, my videos, Nikki's videos, Lumberg's videos, and they didn't make the mistakes that we did, to where we bought stuff that we shouldn't have bought. They just followed our builds, and what we should doing.
Yeah, there's too
That's why I
many mistakes.
say the newer nations don't know how good they have it.
Yeah, they really
Yep,
don't. Even though I'm in the
100%.
700 nations now, I came from the 300 nations, and I still don't even know how good we had in the 300 nations compared to 52, 219, Nation 2, or 115 or 157. I still don't even know how good I had it, but they definitely got a good system to where they can reach that. Obviously, if the card allows it. But yeah, those are officers, Titans, 3, 2-9, 2-3. So they got some pretty good Titans too. And then in planes, yeah, I mean they got gold planes all the way down to, we'll just say, the top 9.
I got
So
the same alliance. They're all the same alliance, right?
they're all, well, not all of them. Let's double check the city ranking. I'll show you. All but this guy, Khan, are all in the same lines. 1 over
Why are
41s.
you not on the same? If that dude needs to go to the same alliance,
I
what
don't
is he
know.
doing?
I honestly don't know. Like, it might be, maybe they had a miscap. I mean, 13 million losses. So he might have got earlier in his game. He might have got hit hard, and he's like, screw that, I'm not coming in. I'm not sure, but just looking at the stats, that's what I would assume. Or he got hit during Void. They obviously had a difference, but I don't know.
Yeah, when you have a nation like that, dude, when the top 8 are like 40s and 41s in one alliance, what are you doing alone?
Right.
What are you gonna do in your life?
Okay, so this is the boost stats right here.
So
Oh
look,
yeah.
yeah, I knew it was close to 1800. So 1792. There's an LR as well, 1757. Wow, his bio was 1455.
You're
God
you're, you're
damn.
completely missing something really big too.
Yeah, I just didn't state the obvious, but yeah, you can state it.
His reductions are nasty.
Yeah. So we'll blow this up real quick.
Courtesy of your boy.
1792 melee HP, melee attack almost 1500, long range attack 1757.
Did you teach him that the melee attack thing, Mr.
Yeah, come on,
Trainer?
Barry. Like, why's he got 1500 melee attack?
Dude,
Come on.
guys, I'm telling
That
guys,
had nothing to do with it.
guys,
That had nothing to do with that one. Don't put that on me.
guys, I am
You
telling
just said he's your boy.
I'm telling
He
you,
is.
guys, I'm telling you right
I don't
now.
control his whole build. All I've done is give him advice along the way. Don't put that on me always.
Guys,
But I'm just saying them reductions is me.
listen. I'm telling you guys, that melee attack, whether you believe it or not, they fuck people up like no other with high melee defense. Like they walk over them. I've
You
seen it.
stay out of it.
I've seen it happen many, many
Yeah, but
times.
for the lower nation, dude, for the younger nations, yeah, try that shit on an older one, they'll fuck you up. Melee attack does not
Well,
work
I
on an
mean,
older nation.
in reality, this guy right here can fuck a lot of people up. Period.
Yeah, but
I mean,
look,
has
yeah,
that been tested?
It has been tested.
Against who? Who against who?
I can't tell you on here, but I'll tell you outside of the live.
what an older nation.
And it
It's
was,
like,
I'll just
I
say, it
wanna-
was someone really, really strong that can barely beat anyone, that no one can ever beat. And then a person merged with them, and they tested it out. And now that person that's using this just fucking walks over that guy like he was nothing. So that person is now switching over as well.
Hmm.
No.
There's
There's a lot of variance to this. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. I've seen it happen many, many times already. Many times.
So if you're going for melee attack, what are you replacing it with?
What did you just say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
So if you're going for melee attack, what are you replacing? Which one are you not using?
Melee defense.
Melee defense and long range HP. He has way too much melee attack.
Yeah, but no one uses defense. Everyone goes full HP.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like,
No
I
one uses
don't,
defense?
like, for example, on my cross nations, I don't really
You wouldn't use melee cross nation melee defense at all.
No, you'd use HP, and you'd also use in-nation
Terrific.
HP to boost your HP. That's the way I do it.
Yeah, you use in-nation HP and you use cross-nation melee HP. You still can. You can
Exactly.
only get in-nation melee HP on three of them.
Yeah, I'm just
So
trying to
therefore,
work
the
out.
opposite three, you would go with the cross-nation melee defense.
Mm.
And I don't know, you can verify that with Chicken, but Chicken's the one who taught me.
And then you taught this guy.
I taught this guy
All
with
I
the
know-
knowledge that Chicken taught me.
All I know is I would not have melee attack on. But that's just me.
You wouldn't go melee attack. How many
No,
of you
never.
guys here would? Okay, how many of you guys, based on this evidence, so-called evidence, would change to melee attack?
I go melee attack.
I hear.
I would
crickets.
absolutely change melee attack. There's no real use unless you're gonna go ham in triangle wars.
Well, I mean, what were you honestly? melee,
I'm assuming if you
melee,
do that,
melee
you'd have
defense
a
is
huge
really
amount of
only
melee, though.
melee defense really is only for like either being hit or
There's just better
triangle
options,
war,
like-
triangle war, or DoD. But I mean, who really does triangle war
On
and DoD? Right?
on that attack, what would be your formation then? Would you use a huge amount of melee funds?
I do the 40-60.
Oh, okay. So the same thing then, right?
Yeah. The way
Yeah, I guess-
the way that I look at it, and other people has actually showed me, is that you think about it like this, and I've actually talked to Chicken about this before. If you're using 40% of your front line, 40% guys, 40% of your front line, and 60% of your back line is going to attack the front line first, don't you want to melt that front line faster? And especially when that plane skill is that last gold plane skill is fully maxed out, that dude, it fucking melts that front line
But I guess
so
it's,
fast.
yeah, but you know that. So that last skill, what does the last skill do?
It's the. Let me pull it up real quick.
Does it benefit the melees?
Yes.
Then I'm assuming if you're at the last skill, then yeah. But
Increased
for the
damage
normal
in melee.
guy,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I
but then the
wouldn't.
normal
I wouldn't suggest going melee attack if you don't have this. No, absolutely not.
Hmm.
Because this would go.
I mean, in theory, yeah, you want like more damage, kill quicker, but like when you actually like take the whole fight, it's like a whole like thing. The HP and like defense of the melee, increasing that is overall just better for the long term. Like the only way you could say like maybe melee attack's better if you did like some fucking retreat, like 10-second attacks. Maybe then you'd get more kills, but like it's a bit of a stretch.
yeah, I don't think you'd get more kills if you had melee attack. If you did a joint attack, you'd get less kills than everyone else.
No, I mean
Really
if you
just
like
kills.
if you attack something by yourself and you just
Yeah.
retreated instantly, like you'd probably
Yeah,
get
yeah,
more kills
yeah.
having melee attack. But like
Kind of similar to what I do. Like if I go and attack a big city or a whole bunch of T wherever they are, and then retreat, and I kill more, and I lose peanuts.
So melee attack is just it's just too slow. It's like it's not viable to be a strong melee attack person unless you're strictly that. It's your backline's always going to kill faster than your front line's ever going to even have a chance to. You really just want your front line to hold so your backline can get kills. It's not going to change or determine the amount of kills you get by having that. It's just it's not.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make any sense. You'd rather go with
guess-
melee defense
I
because
think
you're
the
going to
only-
continuously
Yeah, but
make your front line so it doesn't die.
wouldn't you want two different troops attacking
To attack?
Or-
No, because melee
What?
troops don't do much damage, bro.
yeah,
It takes
they don't
forever
have, they
for
don't
them
have a
to do
skill to
damage.
damage.
Yeah, but
they just-
defense
their,
don't
their
do not-
attack is just lower. It's
melee defense?
Melee
does
defense
zero-
is the amount of hits. It's the amount of hits, like the amount of damage every hit does to your front line, and your melee HP is how much health it takes for them to die.
I guess, do you know,
Do
it
you
really
get
depends
that?
on, you know,
So
what,
it's like-
it really depends on who your opponent is and
Let's-
what nation you're fighting and how old
Let's
you are.
give you a rough estimate real quick. All right, let's say I'm hitting somebody with every attack hits 100 health points off of a frontline troop. Right now, if I raise my melee defense, now every one of those hits, that 100 health point hits, are gonna drop down to 50 health point hits. You get what I'm trying to say?
I understand.
So now every hit they make is only going to take away 50 health points instead of 100. So it's more viable to have a melee defense than have a melee attack, because if you look how long, like watch how long, if you go head to head with somebody, some rando in a mine real quick with nothing but frontline troops, watch how long it takes that battle to go. Like it's unnecessary. It just takes way too long. And if you're both a melee and a long range player, your long range troops are always going to kill way faster than your melee troops. It's completely useless to be both.
Like melee troops are always going to be the shield.
I think that's
You
how
want
we
you
kind
want
of.
them to last long in the battle while
That's
your backline attacks.
when Nikki. That's how we played the game. It's been drummed in into us, and we've always played it like that. I think the new melee attack thing is more for the newer guys who are just maybe trying different things. Maybe it's more, they can't be like Flex full melee, so they're
Yeah.
kind of using that method, and it works for them.
I mean, if
Here's
they
a
have the
here's
money, sure, but like if somebody who does not have that budget,
Oh,
it's better to
no
know the right
definitely.
information.
Oh, definitely. It's costing
Because
them a
somebody who
huge amount.
doesn't know and doesn't have the budget for that, they're gonna think, oh, I should do that, and then they're just gonna waste it. You know what I mean?
here's a guy with, decent sized melee defense, decent long range, decent. He's all around there.
Yeah, but he's not. I doubt he's
He's got
losing.
40. He's got
He's probably
38.
losing less. He's probably losing less melees than the guy with the melee attack. Because obviously, if you got a melee attack, I think you're losing more fronts, which means it goes back to what Nikki said. You need a wallet to cover it. If you don't have the wallet to cover it, you're going to spend a shit ton on melee troops.
And there's also a lot of things that works variables to this. Like, what about his reduce, his damage, the titans, the talons, the equipment? There's so much to it.
This is this guy right here, JYX. He's from the Lock Nation. Very, very, very strong. Second strongest in the mine. But yeah, I don't know. I've had really good luck with melee attack, and everyone did.
If it works for you, like I said, if
And
it works for you, it works for you, doesn't it? If it's not broke, why try fix it? But I guess, like I said, it really, really depends on the nation you fight and the world you're in. I think the newer worlds probably wouldn't do it. It's too much variables. Whereas the older worlds, the newer worlds, a lot of the guys are jumping like 3, 4, 5 levels ahead of the normal guys. So even
Yeah,
if they're fighting, they're not losing as much, and the wallet's covering it. So that's why it doesn't really phase them as much.
exactly. That's the thing. We're like in these 700, 800, whatever plus. It's like when you're so much stronger than everyone else, it literally doesn't matter what you like. You could literally put anything on those officers, and you'd still just kill everyone.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Just
even have
because
to send
like, the gap.
melees. Just fucking said anything. You still
Yeah,
kill
like
them.
the gap's just so big between players.
well, the people that I'm talking about, like in the mines, are players just as big as me.
But that's
I'm
because
not
all
talking. I'm
the
not talking about like these 37s
Yeah, yeah.
or stuff
But
like
But
it's
Woody,
like
that.
I
you're
got the
facing
same
all these new
titans as you.
guys. You're facing all these new guys who are using these new tactics. So, essentially, it's one or two guys from every globe or every other nation. Because not every single nation's got monsters. It's only a handful, I would say. That's why you're coming against it. That's why it's working. And then, you fight someone and they're kind of the same power as you. And then, yeah, Millie kind of does give that edge. But again, it goes back to if you go before the 300 nations, I think those people will just get smacked up because you'll just change the formation and, they won't be winning like they are. Well, that's my take on it.
Well, it's working. I don't know. Maybe
But look,
maybe I'll get
well,
maybe I'll get
but we
smacked.
also say there's no right or wrong formation, is there? There is no really right or wrong formation. If it works, it works.
No, I see a lot of okay. For instance, I see a lot of older nations. We'll just use my stats for here. They don't have these at 85. They still have them at 55. The reduced damage taken. A
Only
lot of them do.
noobs, like
I was still at 55.
only bad players. Like
Well,
no one actually.
some of the reports that
Yeah.
I've seen, they're still sitting at 55, 65 time. That.
If anyone's in an older nation, is not working on their reduce. Where the fuck have you been for the last 6 years? Like it's we've said this every time we
I agree.
maybe told people to think. Reduce is one of the best skills in the game. It's something you need to go for first. People have this thing, oh, I got to have LRA, blah, 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 this, that. Even like with LRA and melee, I always say, have a decent melee before you start focusing on LRA. You want LRA to kill, but if your front line dies, you're losing your bloody back line easily.
Yeah, as soon as the front line dies,
People just
it's
don't
everything.
listen, yeah. But I think, but then again, you've got to understand a lot of people in the older nations are fed up, not probably spending as much. You know, they spend so much, and with all the new events, they're just, you know, focusing on other things and budgeting. The new guys, you know, like they got it easy. They know where to go, what to do first, you know, from all our advices and stuff. So, you know, it's okay for them. But the older guys, it's just like, fuck it, man, I spend so much money, now what?
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen what happens in the 300 nations, and I've seen what's happened in the 700 nations, and I've seen some.
300 nations spent too much money on the wrong things too early in the game.
Yeah, there's no recovering from it.
Okay, I think we're talking about this way too much. I'm not
All right,
trying
let's see
to.
the next
I'm not
report.
really trying to change
No,
the
let's see the
subject, but
let's see the next report. I think it was going down everyone's reports or something.
I want to see what the 2 to 385 have. Barry, who do you guys have?
406 gun.
Do I need to ask?
Chicken, didn't you quit?
I still play some Void sometimes. That's about
So
it.
you haven't quit then?
I mean, actually, I haven't logged in
There
for
you
a
are.
month, bro. Like,
It still got you
I have not
by
logged in for a month until
the
Void.
collar.
I don't spend anything. I don't log in for a month. That's fine with me.
Holy cow, Barry! Holy cow! 22 to 15. Holy cow, dude! What did 406 do? And I'm not trying to
Slap
talk
the shit out.
shit about the holy cow.
They slapped the shit out of them. That's what they did.
Who got zeroed out? Who got zeroed out?
Nothing. It was really not much. Like it was us. We just had to hit a bunch of traps. I don't think we had one defense, actually two defenses, and they were both just SOSs. But the entire void was us just trying to fall for bubble traps and just trick them into letting us get in, let us all get in. So it was kind of like it was a very heavy loss of troops for us. And I don't think I have any defense reports.
So
It was
it's more
more than
just these guys.
yeah.
Didn't
It's like
defend,
it was a
failed
very
traps.
Wait,
it was a very very expensive void in terms of loss of troops for us. But we
right.
didn't zero anybody out really. It was just us going in.
You guys technically just stopped at like 19. Saved
Wait,
a whole bunch.
406 isn't
Yeah,
that?
no, we were having fun. Mo took the first place for a while, so we just kept on chugging until we got Shade and Chad ahead of him.
Wait, isn't 406? Isn't that a Marcus Nation?
No, that's Dimitri.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, that's Dimitri. We were having fun though. I mean, I wish it was more like back and forth, like defend and attack, but it's all
You
good. It
got a good
happens.
report for the next video?
Yeah, I got a bunch of reports. I had to take a bunch of screenshots for Mo so he can do whatever he has to do for his nation.
Oh, I'm happy to see you back.
Well, I mean, I was just playing in a little C38. I'm still not back.
That's where it starts. Let's take one pack.
That's
No,
where it
I'll take two.
starts.
Then I'll take three, and then I'll buy my own.
No. I can always go back into my old city. I'm just enjoying like helping out for events.
I know exactly what you mean. Well, like when I took that leave and came back, I got stuck back.
Nah, because it's like if I come back full time, it means I'm going back to leading the alliance, and I really don't want to do all that. I don't got the time for it, man.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like R5, I do no. I know. R6, I'll take. R5, no.
Woody, you left, and you only came back because you got that.
No. No. When I came, I had left, and Barry got me to come back. Barry said, "Hey, we got a 38 that you might be able to have. You want to come back?" I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, sure." But he had to ask, and then I went back to 373.
That's how it all starts.
That's how it all started, and I went back to 373 in my old 37, and
Because
then
you was fucking
that's when
fuming
Top
when
Man
you
got a
quit.
hold of me. Is when I was already back, and
Okay.
he's like, "Hey, you either take this or this is gonna be an empty
You're
freaking
welcome.
city." Yeah, thanks, Barry. You cost
You're
me.
welcome.
You've cost me so much money.
I can't control your
Technically,
actions. All I
You
can do
can't. You
is
can't.
persuade you.
technically, that's how I think. I left for 6 months and then I came back and it was just like a choice between does my current one go to the enemy and the whole world just turns into trash, even though it's trash anyways, or do I take
Parker!
it and not let people, bully people? And I was like, I'll take it. I took it and
Mayor, I didn't
fucking
ask
all
you
of them back
about
up.
dinner.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
Yo, Graham, did you get in on any attacks?
Nah, I didn't even get on, to be honest.
Damn. Missed out. It was a lot of fun ones.
Sorry. I'm sure Ritachi did. Was he on?
Oh, dude was all over the place, man.
Dude, he goes wild. Wild.
Dude, he's like, I'll share a target and get ready to say something, and he's already knee deep in the city.
Dude, he does not care about True Plus at
I'm
all.
kidding.
He's like, pretty much, it's and he's mid range too, right? So it's like, damn, dude.
With a gold plane, it's brutal. It's brutal. I
Yep.
feel so bad for. I think I went in with a little C-38, and I try to help him out, and I look at the kills, and it's just all him. I'm like, all right, well, not doing that again. I just took all the losses for him. It was his meat shield.
Hey, dude, people used to get offended when I was in like 594. I'd be like, they're meat shields. Like, they're not very good players. They're a meat shield, but they're not even good at that job.
Yeah,
You know,
honestly, it's even worse now with the C-40. It's like the tanks and the cannons are just so OP that the shredders and the cannons just die. I mean, not the cannons, the EMPs die so quickly. So and then you'll look at the report and all the C-40s and above will have no losses.
But even
Holy shit, this
before
nation got
the
slapped.
EMPs, they're like glass. Like, so I used to have to run a couple long range HPs, and I don't think it's necessary anymore because, dude, the cannons are beefy, dude. They
Yeah,
don't
but
die.
it's even more reckless with the long range HP now because the cannons are so fucking strong. That's like you're sitting there
I
and
think you could put that to use somewhere else potentially. That instead of long
no.
range HP.
I would still fucking use. I was sorry, excuse my language. I would still use
Of
it.
course you would,
I'm a sicko, bro. I want them cannons to stay alive.
bro. They do stay alive. If you
No,
have
but
a
I want
meat
them to stay
shield,
alive even longer.
dude, they're not gonna
Sorry,
die.
Woody.
They're not gonna die.
Sorry, Woody. We're being taking up Woody's time. Hold on.
all right, so got to move on to. So we got 767 versus 772. 767 raped 772. Like,
They gang banged the shit out.
yeah, that's So that's SSS
Claudia?
767. Obviously, that's the alliance they
Were
took
they on
first.
strike or what?
I don't know what the hell happened, but jeez. Yeah, I
Dude,
mean,
all three alliances in that nation fucked them up.
yeah, yeah.
Look at their boys.
Look at that
Well, no,
six.
two of them are from the losing nation, but the top one is ridiculously far
Oh,
ahead.
oh shit, yeah, sorry, I didn't realize. Yeah. Oh wow, the top one fucked them up.
Yeah,
What were the players? Who done?
you got
The
Warpig.
void, the void points are in the next post.
Okay, let's look at that. Who is this? Who is Malaya?
Someone who
Anyways, sorry.
was around me.
She looks like a nice woman. Very kind.
Yeah.
You can tell that by looking at her.
Very kind. All right, so
Very kind until I fuck you up.
look at that, guys. Look at all these billion points. Jeez.
Jeez,
That's
dude.
Commander. Commander's a strong city. I'm not gonna lie. Commander's a very strong. I went up against him. He's strong. He's strong.
I don't
Even
want to
like,
be rude, but
go ahead.
it just sounds like some lazy guy who just took the numbers. His name and just left them under. You know when you make a city, it's called. What's this city called when you originally make a
Bro,
city?
if I build another city ever again, I am definitely just going to leave it Commander and the numbers.
Dude, I've seen some people who still have their city with commander number. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you so damn lazy not to change your name, or you just that cheap? You don't want to use 200 gold to change your name.
I don't think that's the case, but
This guy, he was
he's
being lazy. He was being lazy. He just literally just took the numbers off.
up here in the 700s nation. He is actually known for the name Commander. So, like, I think that's
It's smart. He just took the numbers off.
no, I'm dead serious. If up here, if you say, "Hey, did you go against Commander's Nation?" You already know it's 767. Like, you already know that it's him. That's who you're talking about. Um, just like,
If they said that to me, I'd be like, which commander number what?
yeah, but you're like 6 years or 5 years ago, kind of compared to a year.
I'm quite interested in the number 3 player. Oh,
Yeah, she's watch. She's gonna be freaking a dude with name. His real name is George. Watch. I'm
yeah,
joking. But that's
definitely.
definitely a good picture, though. Definitely a good picture. And dude, like they're all okay. They got one from the top 10 from the other nation, and that's NBA. Jeez.
Props to the guy number 9. He probably cried.
Like what's this look like right here? What are we looking at? Oh,
That's the phase
yeah. That's
ranking.
a,
So
oh,
no,
so
they don't. So
that's
they did a lot of recruits before that. Yeah, they
yeah.
done half a billion recruits.
Jeez, look at that. A billion. Yeah, half a billion.
There
Just
wasn't a lot of recruiting per se. It was more or less that they defended a lot.
well,
So we
isn't
just
No,
kept
this
no.
putting.
But one thing is,
this is the
their
recruiting
phase
phase,
point
right?
is 524.
No,
No,
this
this
is
is their
all kill phase.
Oh,
no.
okay. This is okay. Yeah, this is because the other one was the top 10, so this just goes down 11, 12, so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
So what I'm saying is they either did a lot of zombies or they did a lot of recruit because it's only half a billion. Where if you look at the total points, it's 1-3. So
No, no, that's 11
much.
to 20. Go.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
It's not 1 to 10. That's the second
oh,
screenshot.
sorry, my bad,
let me pull that one that
dude.
back
Well,
up.
my excuse is 2 in the morning, so
Go to bed,
my
bro.
eyes my eyes are half asleep.
That's I don't know how 772 feels about this.
I would quit if I was 772. Not gonna lie.
Well, Woody,
Well,
here's the thing.
Woody, let's make it worse. Let's go into the nation.
Hey, Woody.
If I lost by 9 billion, I would just retire on the spot.
That's
Let's call out the top player.
Woody, the weird thing is though, is that 772 is happy that we lost soldiers, but I don't know after losing by 9 billion, you can really use that as a
no, you can't use that as an
upside.
excuse.
Yeah, you can't use it as anything.
Yeah, that's
Unless they're in civil war and they're not civilians.
No,
Hey,
they
can you
did
guys hear
today.
me?
yeah, but even if I've come to in the 700 nations when that nation's civil war, the score is going to be so freaking low because everyone, and I mean everyone, is bubbled. Yeah, so
Well,
Shrug
Silver
Knight.
Knight didn't even play. Didn't even play.
Let's see if did he get zeroed? Maybe he got zeroed. Did you guys burn Shrug Knight?
Nope, I don't think he played.
Really?
I never even saw his city on the map.
I mean, they got some kills, but maybe they just knew it was Commander and they're like, nope, not happening.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it is Commander, and they only
Hey,
wanted
Commander.
to run. Hey, man, nice to talk to you. Yeah, they only wanted to run defense, man. That's all they were doing.
Well,
So they heard your name and they didn't want to come out to play.
Yeah,
That
man. I
explains
don't
it.
think it's me. I think it's the alliance they heard about. But no, they didn't attack. I think maybe we have 3 defense reports, and that's it.
well, you know what? Sometimes playing defense. I mean, let's be real. It is kind of smart. But Like for
Not in
instance,
this case.
well, not in this case, no, not in this case. I don't know what to say about that. I mean,
I think Commander Dame just perceived himself. So
well,
he had it won before he even bloody went into the phase.
well, yeah,
And the reason
like
the reason I turned my mic on was because they were doing something real weird. They had all of their top alliances open as far as jumping from one to another, and they were trying to run these traps where we would go against like a fourth alliance, and then all of a sudden, four of their top people are in that alliance, and we got two or three random people off, and they get trapped in.
I see what they
And
tried to do. They tried to take the advice that, like, a couple podcasts ago, me and Lee God were talking about like how he was able to quit alliance and go to a different alliance during Void as long as no one leaves the nation.
But you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you can.
no, they were doing it.
Yeah, you can still do it.
Yeah,
Just
they were doing it.
no one in the nation can leave your nation. They cannot go in the enemy
No,
nation.
dude, I've had. Hang on a minute. This might be a new. No, I need someone to verify this. But
Oh, it's
I've
I
had
literally
it's
just tested it on Frenzy.
I've
It
had
works.
people in my alliance.
yeah, but all it takes no anyone in your nation, even a simple farm crosses over, you can't do it.
Oh, so you so
Yeah.
what
No,
if
you
they
can't.
go
You
and
can
come
still
back?
do it.
Oh,
I
no,
just
you
You can have
can.
tested it.
anyone in the
I
nation.
literally
It's
just
just if
tested
someone
it.
in your alliance.
Is it the
I
alliance?
thought it's just the
I
line.
thought Lee
Definitely
God
not
said
the
it was
Yeah,
the
it's
nation.
nation.
literally
That'd be
just the
mental.
alliance.
I thought Lee God said
Just
the
the alliance.
nation. Okay, so then it's the alliance.
I
Then.
had a little C12 over there, and I went and I tried to join their alliances.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, you can't get in with a 12,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
every single one of their alliances was open to join. There was no apply; it was just join.
So, sorry guys,
So it was like
let me get
a
this
it was
right. Let
a
me get this right.
coordinated
So,
effort by the nation.
from what I know, if someone in your alliance jumps over, you can't. Let's say someone jumps over and comes back. I don't think you can. It's only if no one jumps. Because I tried booting someone from my alliance, and he never let me.
Did someone in your alliance go into the other nation already?
And they came back.
I tested that as well. It worked.
So as long as no one in the beginning of Void joins the other nation, you can leave and join other alliances.
That used to be the
You can
case,
still
but
go to the other nation.
I don't think it works on the older ones.
I think it does. I don't think it's
It
about like
still
the
works.
beginning.
I'm gonna try this unless they've
You
changed it.
just need
Trust me, guys.
everyone in your nation
No,
to say
I've tried.
other
Yeah, I've
alliance.
tried it so many. Unless it's everyone in your nation. If it's let's say in your nation one person crosses over, it could be. But I've tried it where I've said to everyone in my alliance not to move over, and we've tried switching, and it doesn't work. So it could be a nation thing rather than an alliance thing now. Because before it used to let you do it with just alliances.
It's probably just one of your idiots in the alliance just moved over. Just fucked your
It's
whole
probably
spell.
that, bro. I literally just tested this because we were asking the same question, and it doesn't matter if you have points already accrued during the KE. It doesn't matter if you go to the world or back. As long as everyone is home, you can freely kick and join alliances.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Alliance or nation.
Just alliance.
It's just alliance. So.
I want to test
Just
it on next frenzy.
I mean, it's only really like I feel like it's only useful like maybe at the
No,
start.
it's not that. It's just I tried it before and it didn't work, and I was like, fucking Camel keeps changing everything. But if you guys are saying it's working again, then it could have been that they stopped it at one
Because I
point.
will agree with you that it wasn't working at one point. It's one of those things that keep on patching in and out. So unless you're
Yeah,
testing it every time, you never know.
It definitely didn't work for 772.
No, it did not.
Well, it worked, but it didn't work. Like it worked.
Were they?
It worked physically, but like off of points.
So did they actually? They tried to actually switch and go to a defense, or switch into like a double attack kind of deal.
They caught us three or four times at the beginning, and we quickly realized what they were doing. So then we just used that against them.
You're like, I remember Woody's talking about this before.
Well,
the
I
best.
mean, we'd let like three people walk in, and as soon as they land, we would send 30 more. And I mean, it didn't matter at that point in time if they put if they put a shield up or not. We were already in there.
Right.
Well, if anyone's doing this maneuver, just some advice for you guys. leave, get an invite, go back to your same alliance. The invite will still be there, and then before they attack you, leave, and then join whoever was gonna defend. That way you can catch them, or
Yeah.
join like a farm alliance and let them. Just before they try and hit you, leave. If you just sit there without no alliance, no one's gonna hit you because they'll know what's going on.
Now,
So you should always save your invites.
so now that's a pro. The con of doing that is you gotta wait a week to join Elite War.
Yep.
So
Yeah, but
That's what we were saying.
someone like that who's getting bitch slapped, I don't think they give a shit about Elite War. They're probably
yeah,
getting bitch
but
slapped in Elite War as well.
right, but some people take the Elite Wars very, very serious. Speaking of Elite Wars, today we finally made the top. We finally made 99. So we're in the top 100 finally.
About time.
Yeah, I know, right? We beat 171 Sun.
Oh,
Relatively.
you're allowed to. Well, you can fight the older nations now.
Oh, dude, we've been fighting the older nations for a while.
Why not? Why are you not fighting us then?
Because you're too old. You're like grandpa, and we're like still.
I mean, he's fighting like second,
Yeah,
third, fourth
we're
alliances.
not
It's
fighting
not,
number one alliances.
it's not fighting the
Yeah,
main alliances.
like
You're just fighting the guys who's just before they get onto the walking stick.
I don't know. Did anyone know who the Sun Alliance is? I have no clue.
I think they're just farmers.
Don't say
I
that.
think I've seen them a couple of times. I think we've beaten them before.
Go, it's the AOS world.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. Is that
But
the one with the guy?
I think all
Is
the
that the one?
cities
Is
are
that the one?
AOS.
Oh yeah, I think that's the one with Crystal. I think.
It was
Yeah,
it was relatively
it's Crystal.
it was relatively easy.
No, Crystal is.
Yeah, I
Um,
know Crystals.
He's got like 500 million BP now.
it was like a straight shot there. Me and Kay, we secured the sides, let the big bad go on before I got hit.
What if you wasn't in the battle? Would you have won?
No, I don't think I would. I don't think we would have, honestly. And the reason I was saying that is because during we were all going in here, the line was going way over there, and all of a sudden it just went shot over.
I mean, considering you just beat the base like in one go, I'd say you still would have won. Like, if you can just walk at them like
They
that and destroy their base, like
they probably would. They probably didn't have a lot of participants.
I think they're all just farmers anyway.
Yeah, I think that might have been. I think they had like 60, and we had like 60 or 58, right around there. So I mean, it was fairly even at that point. But yeah, I think you're right about that being a farm or
I
weaker.
feel like it's so hard for like second, third alliances, fourth alliances to like beat like younger like first alliances just because they don't have like any strong players.
Yeah, all the strong players went
Like
to
that
you
alliance
guys.
probably doesn't even have like a
Yeah,
C39.
I've seen CTN fight a lot of people from N151, and they smashed the shit out of them. But that's just like
Well,
third or fourth alliances.
what was that 171 Sun? Let's go check them out real quick. See what
Yeah,
they
but
got
I bet
cooking.
they don't have like hardly any strong cities. They probably have like one or two, maybe if that.
Yeah, I think the top alliance in that world is AOS. I think that's
Yeah.
Crystal's Nation. I think it is
Yeah,
Crystal's Nation.
it is. It is. They're probably all in AOS. Though. I mean, it's been a while since I looked.
Yeah, it's Crystal's Nation.
Yeah. Yeah, so we.
Yeah, like look for
that's,
Sun.
yeah, that's,
Where's
let me
Sun?
go. I think I'm in the wrong. I think I have to actually go to the alliance power. So third ring.
Yeah, but that's just like inflated BP. Like if you actually like, look at their city, you know, like officer or whatever, like, you won't see like any of them. You know.
Right, you see alliance merit rating, and it will tell you, or
So yeah,
reputation
there's
ranking.
40
They got
is the
140.
strongest. Yeah. Still, I mean, for a younger nation, to hit the top 100, I guess that's okay. I don't expect to stay there long.
It's like imagine you took your like third alliance and tried to put them in an elite war. You know, it's like comparatively, that's how like strong
Yeah.
they are. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's a massive difference.
I try to explain. I try to explain to my alliance, like what we just did is not the way Elite War is actually played. a better video was the League Guide versus 732, or the Day Elite Wars, are better videos to explain how Elite Wars really work. Like you got like six of the top people just speeding around back and forth while that kill strike is coming in, and then you got the defensive in case one of those top players get by, they got to step up. That's how Elite War works. Like it's not cheap. There ain't no just walking. It's you're speeding.
I don't know. UBN Elite Wars are pretty cheap when the enemy doesn't show up.
They didn't show up.
You can ask Polo. They don't show up.
Why?
I think Polo's declared on them too many times.
Oh,
They don't like us.
oh, they're just like we're not doing it again. Just take the win.
I assume that's what's going on anyway.
Gotcha.
They think that us getting less merit will force us to not declare on them.
No,
It's not working. Yeah.
That's not how it works.
I still got 600 for doing nothing.
Every week.
How much did you get, Polo, from that?
$5.99.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, it's about the same as me.
I do want to say to Commander, congratulations on your win, the rape. And 772, sorry. Please don't think bad of me. But damn. Oh, by the way, Commander, who is this? She's literally the talk of the freaking. Who is that?
That's our R5.
That's your R5.
A guy called
Yep.
George.
I can definitely see why she gets her way.
She's a beast, man.
No,
She does not fuck around.
Well, she's a hottie.
Question
So
is,
He's got
question is,
go look at her kills.
question is she real?
yeah, did she come from an older nation, or is this like
No,
really?
no, 749, 767 merge.
No kidding. We're gonna check out seven.
I think she's
like
pushing.
like. Well,
I think she's
like
pushing 300 million.
I think what he meant
the
did she
question
play in
I
like
think
an
the,
older nation before?
Yeah, has he played in a different older nation?
No,
Like, not
first,
from the
first
actual
nation.
merge.
I think the biggest
I'm
question
gonna
here.
fuck
Right.
these.
What the hell is it? I'm looking for you. I can't find you. I'm looking for 767. 55. Am I like skipping it? Hey, look, we got a goat here.
I can go to everywhere.
I think I'm missing it.
Dude, it's on the bottom somewhere.
Yeah, but the bottom's on the
Not
top
just
now.
like follow the numbers. Like,
Dude, because these
they're all
numbers
next to
don't
each
go.
other.
These numbers go
So
like
they're
this.
next to each other. They always connect. Like,
Okay, well, I'm still like not even
just
near.
what are you looking for?
767.
Yeah, so just like find like
Six.
there's
Okay, there's a
772.
6, 1,
Just follow it up.
6,
Like
2,
yeah, it's
3,
yeah, it does just work like that.
4.
5, 6, 7.
There it is.
The biggest question the viewers have is that person real? Or is that just a picture?
I've talked to her on the phone. I've never met her in person, so I believe that's her, though.
So that's fine. As long as you say it's not a dude called George, it's fine.
He's got an interesting voice if it's George.
He's got a voice changer.
Yeah, voice bond.
That's real good ink she's got there. All right, and I'm gonna jump off that, but let's see what her island looks like real quick.
300 million kills.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. It's that's a lot of kills. And she is a 38, so she's strong. What's her officers look like? Let's see.
That's not the real question you're asking.
8-4. What's her Titan look? Titans. What's the sisters look like?
What's the
Alright,
titles
1.7.
look like? What's the officers look like? They're not the questions you're asking.
Wait a minute. Bushwhacker. Wasn't Bushwhacker from the 300 nations?
No, he came to us from the low 700s. I can't remember. 717 maybe.
There was a Bushwhacker that was in the 300s. It could be a completely different person, but there was a Bushwhacker that quit the game. And by me seeing this, I'm just like, is this the same person? And 38, he was right around the same when he left. Decently strong. I'm almost wondering if this is the same person. Honestly, interesting. I'm sure 300 Nations probably be like, oh, really? That's where Bushwhacker went. But I don't know. It's a different picture, though. I'll give it that. It's a different picture, but it's about the same kind of setup. But okay, congratulations, Commander. That's
Thanks, guys.
no problem, no problem, no problem. And then we got after him, Mafia. Okay, Mafia, you're up. 918 versus 826, and this was a close one. This literally, 9181 won by less than 125 points, 126, whatever. That 120 million points they won by. Holy cow! And that's so that's
Someone's bubble must have dropped right there. Mhm.
well, 918 did just get a merger. I think it was 2 mergers ago, or maybe the last merger, but they just recently been merged. So, um,
Yeah,
one of their top
therefore,
players, one of their top players, um, did decide to retire from the game for either momentarily or temporarily or for good. Don't know. I'm not going to say who it was, but that was a big concern in 918 that how is the new player going to be able to handle it? Is everything going to be okay? And it looks like, I mean, they got the W, so they did get this W, but did not get first
someone
place.
definitely lost their shield right there.
Well,
Definitely.
well, we got to ask Mafia. Mafia, did someone lose their shield at the end? See if Mafia key up.
That's like a one-hit loss.
That is, that is a one-hit loss. Mafia, you there, brother?
Idiots.
Yeah, idiots. That's his answer. Idiots. Did someone drop their shield, or what happened, Mafia? Come on, you can key up, man. You can talk. Unless you're really busy.
Someone's getting killed.
Well, I mean, it's a freshly merged nation, so it's
If you're
possible.
the other nation and you're watching, please share that report of who it was.
Yeah, I shared a report of who exactly it was. Um, idiots. Some last minute drops. You're right, 100% right there. Last minute
Mafia,
drops.
we'll find out who it is, and then you can go fuck them all up.
Oh man, do you realize how pissed off? Um, nope, that's not the one. How pissed off the other
Who,
nation's got to be right now.
who got number one then? For the void.
We'll go right back to it right now.
Because what would hurt is if the person was chasing one and also lost it at the end. That will hurt even more.
Right here. So the number one was
Other nation.
826. 1 point. Yeah,
He was probably going hard,
Mitch.
trying
Mitch.
to win it.
Okay, I know Mitch. I know who Mitch is. He's a good guy. Oh man, I'm surprised that they matched 918 with 826. Mitch is a good guy. Huh. So usually it's this guy in first place. Always. Usually. But so that had been close. I mean, that's literally like less than 100. No, about 200 million difference. So that's like 2 hit difference between Tyrant and second place. Wow.
Mm.
Well, GG to 918. You guys holding good after one of those players retired? Mafia? Oh, yeah, I forgot he's not talking. Wait, I think he's actually got the report of the last one.
Who posted that?
So it looks like this might have been the hit that won it. Yeah, this is the last minute hit that won it right there.
I guess Mafia, you need to kill NTS. and there's 10 people.
Well, 9181 won and 826 lost. So if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for this hit,
it looks like a failed attack then.
it was a failed attack. Even though they won, the
It
points
was
wise.
Matthew's own defense.
Yeah.
It was on his city.
They're
Oh, they
probably
hit
losing
they hit
anyway.
his city.
Yeah, look at the next
Oh.
screenshot.
Yeah, let me look at it. I don't know why I don't got the. Okay, right here. Oh yeah, they hit youth.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
but do we
crazy
know?
to go with
Do we know?
13.
Do we know if this was last minute or this just a report?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's last minute. I mean, because we were just talking about last minute hit, and you said yeah, someone dropped it, and
Well, looks
I mean,
like
that would be
4 people,
crazy to like do that last minute.
I know,
They
right?
got four.
and then only 4 people defended.
They got something written right at the very bottom underneath that report saying something about it. Yeah, they would have lost, but they
Yeah.
didn't go for it.
They killed my
Whoo.
T4s.
Jeez. So that was a Hail Mary, um, and it sounds like 918 is happy that they did it because they would have been a loss if they didn't do it.
So they were gonna lose anyways, and they just went for it, and they
No,
actually got it.
no. So what? No, no. What it sounds like is
No, that's a big point
826
gap.
was going to win it. They were going to win. All they needed to do is not do this attack, and they would have won it. But they did the
Oh, okay.
attack and lost it, and threw the whole
Oh,
void.
that's even worse.
Yeah, dude, that's worse. That's worse than that's. Oh man, that's bad. That's worse than almost what happened to Kitten. Jeez.
Should just shield up and just
Yeah,
called it a day.
there comes a point where like you just tell your people, hey, you know what? We got the win. Fucking bubble up, walk away. There's always that one person. Always that one person that blows it too. Always, every single time. Poor T4s. All right, going back up to congratulations on your win, by the way. That oh man, I'm still a little triggered on that. That would have pissed me off. I'd have been like, you mother, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Okay, to the next report right here, we have 877 versus 741. 741 took the win with 19.6 versus 15.3. That kind of looks like they got bent over as well, because that's a 4.3 billion gap right there. Yeah, so 12, 5, and 6 between alliances, and then I don't even know who that is. 877
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jungling. Kim
You're just gonna
Jingling.
butcher it. Don't even.
Yeah. Dinga
He kicked the
jingling.
shit out of everyone.
Yeah,
Fucking
1.9. 1.9. That ain't. That's
Yeah, but you know what? Everyone who posts these reports, you guys need to post the phase reports as well, because you know
Does she got armpit hair? Is that armpit hair?
that's not real. I don't think that's a
It's
real
like
picture.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say what?
it could be.
Is that armpit hair? Like
Well, she has got the word jungle in her name, so
you
maybe.
do got a point there. You do got a point there. That you got a good point there. And then Ottoman from 741.
I guess everyone, whenever you post reports from now on, please post phase reports as well, because this doesn't really give the true depiction. It could have been recruitment, it could have been zombies. You know, you don't really know.
Wait a
I
minute.
mean,
Are you seeing what I'm seeing right here? Something don't make sense here. This is
Wow.
first. This is first place.
Yeah,
Or is this backwards? Because usually it's first, second, third, right?
yeah,
Look at the points. How the hell that happened?
yeah. She's got 1.9. The other's got 1.1. She's got first place.
She got
Right.
first, which I'm not arguing about. He's only got 876 million points, and the third place got 1.1 billion.
No. Silver second, bronze
Okay,
third.
so this is backwards because the way we usually see
Yeah.
is first, second, third.
Look at the language.
True, you got a point there. Good point. All right, everything's backwards in that language. I don't even know what language that is, and I'm not even gonna try. But it kind of threw me. I was like, what?
It's Middle East. It's Arabic.
Yeah, I did notice like the way Arabic they type over on the right hand side versus how we
Yeah,
type.
Arabic is from left to right.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna go back in there real quick and yeah, that was a good win on that one. Good win, 741. Sorry you couldn't take first place, but You got the what 28,000 gold versus a 38,000 or it's 10,000 gold. It ain't that big of a
You got
difference.
bent over with someone with armpit hair. Sorry.
Pretty much. I'm sorry if that's just a shadow, um, but you took the screenshot, not me. I didn't take it. You know what I mean? But okay, next one you got 904 versus 887. 904 beat them by we're just gonna say what 2.1 billion points. That's usually fair to say if you're gonna beat someone pretty good.
Look at the points.
Well,
The other two got a shit
yeah,
ton.
yeah.
Wow.
6.3 to 2.4, 2.1. But still,
If I
it's
think
still not enough. It still doesn't equal as much as the number one
they
does.
killed up.
They kill a lot. They kill a lot.
And then the individual guy who scroll
Individual
down.
got a death.
Oh, they're very close.
Yeah. You know what? They were probably all battling for that first spot too. When you're that close, that's one or two hits away from being first place. You know damn well.
The second guy was probably saying to the first guy, "Let me have it. Let me have it."
He's probably like, "No, dude, no, come get it, come get it, come get it." I know who T Dog is. T Dog got third place. I do not know Marty. I do know Marty's actually. GG and got a def. GG 1.1. GG. That's a good win. That's a good win. And I'm all saying that's a good win. Let's check and see points. 9-1.
Yeah, it was very close.
Yeah.
That's phase ranking as well.
Jeez. Someone recruited, so Marty recruited more than T Dog did, um, or it's vice versa. So either way, got a def, got first place. And we got going jumping down to Chickens Nation. 269 versus 425.
Oh,
We went over this.
very close.
Very close. 1 billion away. You know what? I know Nikki was talking about this before, and she's going to be making a video on this. But that's close. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. You guys got to admit that 425, even though they're freshly merged, almost looks like they gave you guys a run for your money. But obviously, you guys are able to pull ahead. Am I wrong, Chicken?
Isn't that lead? That's lead Nation, right?
Yeah, it's really close.
Yeah, 425 is definitely got, and you got Polo and Chicken and Nikki.
League Gods Alliance played really well, to be honest.
Ooh, he did get first place though. He took that.
Is that lead God or is that lead God second?
That's League God.
That's lead God. That's
oh, that is. Oh, okay.
Kitchy
He's
God
strong
is
as fuck.
fuck yeah, he is. I went against his city in Polar Invasion. I know it's not no void, but yeah, he was just like just knocking people out left and right. It's hard to contend against him.
He was speeding every city, like everywhere that opened. I mean, we can't even like defend against it. Even if we have like 20, 30 ready, it's just like he'll just retreat and he's stronger than all of us.
And he'll go to the next one by the time you guys even he was doing that's the kind of stuff he did to 373 or 373 when I was in there with Ram. He did that shit and it's like you can't even keep up to it. Like just bubble. Let him do what he's gonna do.
Does he just speed in one fleet or does he do multiples?
When he
Just
was
one fleet, it's Titan fleet.
in 373 he was doing whatever he all five. But that was like 2 years ago. But against your nation
that's not real. Like that's just for killing farmers and shit. Like.
yeah. But against a nation like yours, nah.
Just one fleet.
Yeah, you'd have to speed one fleet in, speed it back, speed it.
Yeah, he wants the Titans and planes.
Yeah, like with Titans and planes now, like you need that shit.
Fuck yeah, you do. Fuck yeah, you do. There's so much.
And any fleet with these Titans and planes, like he's gonna win.
I guess what he could do is he could just speed in, retreat, or speed in again.
Yeah, that's essentially what he's doing. He wasn't even porting; he was just speeding the fleet back. Like as soon as it ends, he just speeds it back, hits again.
So how do you handle that though?
You just can't play him.
You just can't play him. Anything. You gotta avoid him, right? and
Yeah, I mean,
usually,
you can't like defend. Like you can't do anything defense wise. So you're forced to like attack, but then you need to all be empty, otherwise he'll just attack you.
damn.
Like even our biggest cities, he was just attacking them in our hive. Literally everyone, Polo, anyone, like me. I mean, he didn't attack me. I don't know. He likes me. But
He likes you. He likes you. He attacked Polo though.
he spared me. I think so.
Polo. Hey,
Yeah, he solo attacked me with my Titans and Plane Gun. I mean, there was no damage,
right, right.
but he retreated after he retreated right away. He won the battle on Void War points. I think
Yeah,
he lost like 4 billion. I mean, 4 million BP. I lost like 5.
it's
Jeez.
crazy. Like he can literally attack Polo. It's like our like second strongest, whatever, and the full city by himself and just gets points off it. It's just
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy. I mean, I
That's
only have like 100 million BP, so I'm not like huge. But yeah, I have a
Yeah,
strong city.
but yeah, any of us.
yeah, but let's say even if he didn't win, with your Titans and Planes at home at that kind of BP, that's gonna hurt. Like, whew, it hurts.
Yeah,
Did he use SOS or just raw?
I mean, he can only use SOS once, which he did.
Yeah, but
On
when he
a
hit
bit.
Polo, did he use SOS or he didn't?
No, he
no,
just
he didn't.
he just
He
hits
just
he
so,
just hits and retreats, bro.
he just solo attacked me and
Like
just took the 4 million loss.
unless you have someone nearly like as strong as him, like you just can't defend against it. It's just like if you have someone as strong as him and like knows how to play, it's just like you can literally do anything you want.
Yeah, it's pretty much when you fight against 425, you cannot set traps. It just doesn't work.
He
It's a
eats them.
good, it's a good thing. It's a good thing Raz isn't in this chat because I'm telling you now, he'd be bloody arguing his bloody
Like, I know it would, but it's
socks
like
off.
I know like I played a billion Void Wars, like you
I've
actually can't do anything against that.
No, I agree 100%. You can't. When I went up against him in when I was in 373, there wasn't a damn thing we could do, even with Ram on our side. We couldn't do anything. Like he was literally everywhere, and the second he was done, he was somewhere else. Like or doing the exact same thing to your neighbor. There's nothing you can do. Right?
Yeah, but it's just crazy. Like when you're like 100 million, 150 million BP, and he can solo attack you, and it's like worth for him in points because he doesn't really care about the losses.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Like
He's
he
got
probably had like a million losses or more, but it doesn't really matter. It's just crazy.
Yeah, when you
different way
can
to play.
recruit it back,
Yeah,
when you can
I
recruit
wonder how
it
much
back faster
he
than the
lost.
other guy can heal, doesn't matter.
You under what, Polar?
How much BP he lost? I know he was 570
Jeez.
before it started. I don't
You should
know if
get him
that
in
was
here.
before or after he recruited.
That's big numbers right there, guys.
I told him to join the podcast.
Well, if he wants to. But I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to. I get it. I get it. He probably he was probably up all night fighting y'all. Is he in here? Did he come in here?
He did earlier for a second, then he left.
Oh, well. Well, I might.
But
Well,
his alliance played really patient and like it's good.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Nikki's video. I really want to see that.
Well, he is 580 million BP now, so he gained 10 million BP from
He gained 10
How does
million.
that work?
Usually you go down in points after Void. Now he went up.
he got 500 million points from recruiting. So I guess his recruiting was 10 million BP more than what he lost. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ. He's looking to go up to 800, the 50 million troops. He's looking to get there. At that point, I mean, you ain't got to worry about anything. You got 50 million troops. You can literally just shoot your wad at the wall and not care. Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Nikki's video. I really am. I don't want to, take too much away from her. I'm sure you guys know what I mean by that. So, GG on that win. I know it wasn't easy. I know it wasn't easy. I've been in your shoes. Put it that way. So, all right, jumping into 732s. 732 against 701. 701, I do know them. They were in Civil War when we fought them. It does look like 732 did take the win by 2.6. It's not bad, not bad. I bet you it was hard to find any points there, huh? Kale took first place. Knight took second. And this guy, can't really pronounce his name. Here we go. Zivago? Zavago? Maybe I probably butchered that. But he came in third place. Was there any big attacks in this? Okay, I think he probably might have left already. Any big attacks in that from 732? Oh, there's Lee God right there. Lee God, Lee God, Lee God. How you doing, buddy? Sorry to cut 732 off, but I heard that they couldn't control you. Not sure if you're gonna be able to talk.
Man, that was a great, that was a good void. That was probably the most fun I've had in void in some time. That was fun.
You
Yeah, it
hear?
was
Congrats
fun
269, man. Those guys are very disciplined to say the least.
We
They
heard
were.
you went bareback on polo.
You hear what he said? He said that you and Polo went at it.
we got. I told him about your solo attack on me.
Oh, that was fun. I just
Yeah.
wanted to say hello. You know.
You're a crazy
That's
man.
why we say hello. We just lose a million troops and we just say hello.
Oh, he couldn't lose that many. I think he had like 100K lost and then like double that wounded. So it probably wasn't that bad.
Lead God, there's a question we're wondering.
I mean,
How
a
did
lot
you?
of you big guys, you know, depending on how you upgrade, and you know, with respect to Polo, I know he was recently attacked in a void not too long ago. But a lot of those 100 million BP guys, they got a lot of T10, T11 still sitting in there. So I can get in and out real quick and steal some points pretty easily for the most
How
part.
how did you go up in BP after void finished?
What do you mean?
So lead, I mentioned that before Void you were 570 million BP, and now you're
No,
500
I was 584 at the start of void after recruiting.
after recruiting. Okay, all right. So that's the answer.
Okay, yeah, we
Yeah,
were we
I
were
was just under 585 when recruiting was done.
we
So
were all.
So I lost like 5 million, and I bought some void potion because I was fucking with Polo.
losing 5 million is not bad with how you play.
You make it sound like I bought some void potions. Like it's just like, bought some potions. I know. I
You know,
bought.
like when you're fighting these kind of guys, man. I mean, you know, I was chatting with Chicken during the void, and you know, long story short is I can't just send my guys into these fucking UBN traps. You know, like I can't do that to my guys, man. So I go in and you know, and if there's something there, they're gonna come behind me. You know, but long story short is I can't send my guys into a fucking hellhole like that. You know,
Right.
and so yeah, so they follow me. You know, it's kind of the plan anyway.
Yeah, my team.
It definitely works. 'Cause
Well, they were saying that you'd go hit someone with like 100 million BP solo, and still be getting huge points from it.
I mean, if you look at um the polo report, I don't know if he showed it or not, but it was you know it was a little bit of a gain, but you know he shielded fast or you know whatever the case was, but nobody was coming for that attack. You know, like that was in his nation prime time, like an hour after void start. Unless I had 100 people, man, and we ain't hitting that guy. Like I'm not fucking stupid, you know. But if he had some T10 and T11 in there, which I believe he did, you know, I get me a couple of points, and I'll take that. I don't care about truce, man. You know, especially in a void against these guys. You know, I'm surprised I didn't get some red lights on myself. You know, with all due respect.
I mean, I don't think that honestly. I don't think they. You're at that point now. Like, oh, you know what? We'll just ask them. Is Lee God at that point for the older nations to where they're gonna be like, nah, I'm not even gonna try.
yeah,
No,
I mean,
we would have.
Yeah, Yeah, I think they would have. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
want to talk for the guys, but like they if they're up, right? If they just would have came out and absolutely spanked us, right? Like which I'm sure they intended on doing. If there was a 5 million, BP whatever fucking point bridge, you can bet your donkey ass they're gonna slap me.
Right.
You know?
That's exactly it. So our lead was like anywhere between 500 million and a billion throughout the day,
Hmm.
give or take. So we're not going to hit them with that. But if we have 4 or 5 billion lead, we'll trap them and we'll hit them with that as Titans. I mean, UBN, 60 of us can easily burn 400 million BP,
Right.
like 60 of us. So if we have like 80 or 90 online, and we can catch them. We can catch a 600 million BP city, and we have a big lead where a loss won't matter. We'll give it a try.
Yeah, it's what is it? 100? You're gonna all lose what 150,000? Who gives a fuck at that point,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah,
smoked
no,
me, right? That's what I would
it,
do anyway.
it'd be
You
fun.
know?
I mean, I feel bad because I like you, but
Yeah, no, I
I'd still
get
try to
that.
burn you.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I was trying to burn you today too at the very end. You went home at the right time. So chicken
Yeah,
never opened that shield again. Like whatever, whatever. Yeah, but that's what the game's about, man. No
yeah,
harm, no
it's
foul.
fun.
Hey, I think that's one of the best things about this game is like when it comes to Void, friends around, you push the friends aside. Different nation friends. It's Void.
I mean, Chicken hit me up. He's like, "Oh, you just run around hitting everybody. You didn't hit me." I'm like, "No, Chicken, man. I like you, man. Like, I don't want to kill you. But if it comes down to winning the void, and that shield would have came down, like, we had 65 there at the end, ready to tickle him a little bit, and like, and if he would have opened that shield for that last trap one more time, just one more time, it would have been a different conversation maybe right now, and. It is what it is. And shit, man, that fucking, our trap, with you guys, at like 1,200, whatever that was. Man, fuck Camel, dude. I'm not a guy that says I lose, I lose, man. Great job, you win. But man, we
Yeah,
had that fucking battle won, dude.
that was
We had
very
that battle won. We had 30 that didn't make it into a defense, bro. Like we had 70 checked in. You guys only hit
yeah.
us for 40. Sure, you had a few more, but the fucking shield was 30 seconds late. No,
Double,
no, you guys should have
double.
never got that many in, man. And we got fucking smoked. I was so mad. And that was the void right there. Boom, done. Because
We
at
we
that right
we
before
just
that,
finished. We just finished Elite War, so
yeah,
we
Chicken
don't
told
do
me.
Elite War without like 90. So like, and we attacked you with 40. So just imagine what it was for us too. Like it's like
It's like,
we
what the
have
fuck,
90
man?
online and 40 get
It's
into
just
battle.
Camel just fucks every big battle.
It's
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's
so
ridiculous.
bad, dude. I wish it would have been like a real, like whatever, And then the same thing with probably an half hour or 45 minutes later, you guys slapped up KSX with a similar trap. Man, they had 35 coming too, and only 19 entered for you guys. You smoked them, obviously, but they had 30 that never entered. I watched it happen. I watched all the little defenders come up, and they never made it. I asked him, I said, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" He's like, "Man, no, they could, we all got booted." I was like,
The,
Jesus Christ.
the lag was really bad at certain times, and it's usually like right after reset. But like it was really bad during like anything that was remotely considered a
Yeah,
major battle.
reset wasn't bad. I
yeah,
didn't
I was
think
just getting
anyway.
random points for like my game was just like really slow for some reason. Like I don't never really get that.
Yeah, no, I mean overall it was a great experience, and man, you guys are super disciplined, man, for sure. Obviously, there's some sealed drops here and there, but man, UBN's super tough to fuck around with. That's for sure. You know. And my stupid ass second and third alliances, man. It's just like, oh, why you guys keep trying this dumbass shit? But I need him for GC, so we're gonna get rallied up for GC. That should be fun. And after that, we might fucking change up some things. But till then, we're gonna rock out with our cocks out.
Now, let me ask you something. And I know you're saying you're going to change up some things. For say if like the next two voids happen and the same thing happens, second, third, fourth alliance,
I mean,
whatever.
what we're going to do immediately is we're going to adapt some of the older nations, adequacies, very similar to 269 and 255. We're not going to give a fuck about, frenzy. We're not
No,
going to
why do you
pay
got to use the
attention.
big word? Just say we're gonna burn the fuck out of them if we lose because of.
Well, no, I mean, respectfully, this one we didn't lose because of them. We lost because of that fucking GFK trap. And that was 1.5 billion points, man, or 1.2 billion, or whatever the fuck that was. So that's why we lost. I'll take that on the chin. We lost that. We could have very easily not set that trap and just hunted them all day and probably won because that's what was winning for us. The moment we set a trap for those cocksuckers, respectfully, they fucking busted it, right? And that's what UBN does, So I have to respect it,
So did you happen to
But
learn anything from it?
for sure, yeah. You know what I learned, and I don't know if Chicken meant to tell me this or not, but he after the stupid trap thing happened, and he goes, "Oh, that's the Polo way." He said something about like fucking lighting it on fire with cocaine or something like that, right? But right, right. But the real answer to that in my sick ass fucking mind is how you win is by attacking. And
It's
that's
true.
and that's just the answer, and that's just the end of the conversation. You only win by attacking. I don't care how great your numbers are. I don't care how many defenders you have. Even with Camel, you're going to get the upper hand just on the system by clicking attack before somebody clicks defend. And that's just the easiest way to say it. Just use the tech about it. I'm going to have the upper hand by clicking attack before you click defend. Period. End of conversation. So you win these battles, you win the upper hand by attacking. That's the answer. That's what I learned today. I knew that anyway, but I need to install this into my other guy, because I do have good second and third alliances. They're active, they're there, they listen, right? And
Hmm.
and they're disciplined for the most part, right? They are. But they don't understand that they can't fucking set traps when there's people like UBN around. They just don't understand it. And Day did it to us last void, right? We had this conversation last podcast.
Yeah.
They fucking had them, holding their pockets, fucking walking on the beach, So, it wasn't anywhere as bad this time. Again, GFK leaked the most points, if that's what you want to call it, for this particular void. But, long story short, it was the same conversation. They got dog lost every time UBN was able to enter. It was a wreck, you know. They just can't compete with those guys. So what I'm going to do is in an effort of, whatever, attempting to, have a give and take and not be a dictator, because the only way you can control those things is by telling those guys they're not allowed to fight, you know, and that's okay to a certain degree, but then people start to become rebellious for whatever reason, you know, and
Yeah,
so long story short is I'm going to give the leash off. I'm going to take the reins off for Frenzy. Go open your boxes. Go do whatever the fuck you want to do. Nobody cares. Get points. Don't get points. But don't spend anything. Don't use your heals, especially you free players. Don't use your heals. Don't use this. They're only for void. Fucking focus. And you only attack during voids. If I see you defending, man, I'm going to kill you. And that's going to be our new stuff. For our second and our third alliances moving forward. I'm going to give you the reign. I'm going to, you can defend, you can do whatever the fuck you want in Frenzy. Defend with 80. I don't care. Defend with 10. Defend with 2. Don't care. And, but when it comes to Void, you attack or you fucking shield. That's it.
I'll give a little ad for Nikki. She's doing a podcast and interviewing me tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know when she's going to post it, but I'll be giving away all my secrets about how 269 does void. So everyone can
Oh,
hear.
then I'll be joining on that, even though I just experienced it firsthand, you pricks.
I'll definitely join that. What time is it? And for
I
all
think
the
it's just a one-on-one thing, and then she's
okay.
going to post it after.
Okay.
Oh, solid. That'll be good content, I'm sure, man. You guys are very good at what you do, man. Much respect.
Well,
Even though I had respect for it before, I think I got a little bit more of it now.
when she posts it, make sure that she sends it to me and puts it in my room too, so other people can see it as well. Because there's a lot of nations out there that they know you guys. They're not idiots, and sometimes they wonder how the hell are they doing this. So if you're gonna spill the secrets, a lot of people are gonna want to hear it.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
Sweet. All right, Liga, thank you for joining. Polo, thank you. Chicken, thank you. I do see 923 in here, and they had I gotta find it, but I remember they were talking about it beforehand. Um, LB to God, where is it at, buddy?
It's up there, brother. You want me to repost it?
Yeah, there it is.
Retell
I found it.
somebody.
I found it.
You found it? Yeah,
Yeah.
we killed these. We hit every top player except they well, brother. Everyone. Everyone.
So you guys ultimately won by over three
About 4
billion.
billion.
Yeah, close
Yeah.
to 4 billion. You walked into this just like, man,
Todd.
they got a freaking monster, a whale, um, but you guys got numbers. And like Chicken said before, they don't got the biggest, strongest people out there, but they got numbers, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Trust me. What's that other? There's the 500. What is it? Die 587. Right? They don't have many strong cities, but man, come fuck you up
552
with
is
numbers,
insane,
man.
dude.
Not
552.
five, not 552,
No, I'm
man.
saying
Five
they
eight
got.
seven.
Listen, but I'm because I can't put my boy down. Y'all need to recognize his name. His name is Lazy. Lazy, like he's not as strong as you was looking at Yahtzee, but he's right under him. He's a 38 with 1400 with when he buff up, he had 1400 LRA and like 1400 melee HP with his reductions in the 60s at a 38. So
He's
with
gonna
2 million Titan power.
when
Yeah,
he
he's a monster.
and when he becomes a 41, he's gonna be
Yeah. He
fucking
built
people
his
up.
city right.
Let me ask you, do you guys have any big hits?
Big hits. I put one up there with the it's one up there. We killed we,
There's literally hundreds of people talking, so I'm trying to
hold on.
find
I'm
it
gonna put
all
it.
at
I'm
once.
gonna repost it. I'm gonna repost it, Woody. I got
Okay.
you. Hold on.
Well, I think I found it. Right when you're about to.
You found it?
Yeah, I found it. I'm sorry. So they had a big hit right here, 44-2. Ooh. So
Yeah,
you
that
hit.
boy crying.
Yeah, he killed
He-
2.7.
that boy crying, man.
Oh man. I mean, regardless, he didn't have that many troops to begin with. But in a 900 nation, the 1,000 nation, 1020, that's a lot of troops for 1020.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, that's not cheap for 1,000 basically.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, he'll probably sit out
I mean,
next war.
he did pretty. They did pretty good, like pound for pound for points. Anyway, like it's really. I mean, yes, pound for points, it was kind of even, but all them losses on one player, man, that's gotta sting.
Yeah. If
No, we won with points because the 41 reinforced, so we killed T13s. Nobody on our team has T13s, so we won in points.
man, if I was this guy, I would be pissed to see 44 people coming in and only one person helped. I would be so
Nobody,
pissed.
Woody. That's how we. It's more reports. They wasn't reinforcing. We was, we roll with numbers, and we
Right.
was hitting they big cities, and nobody was coming to help. I don't know
Jeez.
what was going on with their nation.
What would you guys do if you were in an alliance that no one would help you out?
I mean, like I would only assume it's not intentional, right? It had to happen fast. It had to happen quickly, and respectfully, once you do see it, and there's a whole shit ton of red, and there's 44 and there's two, there's no reason to blame that. You know, you might as well just watch them die. I
You,
did it today. When these guys got one of my guys, he dropped the shield. Uh, and they came in for the second attack. I ranged, and then in the middle of it, I'm like, why am I fucking ranging? I retreated. I'm like, let this fucking guy die. You know, I ret- fuck this guy. Come to find out, like he ended up having to take his like granddaughter to the hospital or some shit, like a newborn baby. So I felt bad,
yeah.
but like. Long story short, no, man, I'm out of here, dude. This guy's got to, if their shield falls during a void, they should die.
I agree.
And it doesn't matter who, what nation, or whatever. You have one day a fucking month that you can't let your shield fall.
Yeah.
One day,
One day.
just one. depending on Civil War nations, but in Void, 1 day a month. You
That's
can't
true.
place a 1 day shield. I said that to Chicken earlier after he killed that guy. I says, how do
Yeah.
you place an 8-hour shield when you're fighting UBN? You deserve to die.
Yeah, it's either a
You
1
know,
day or
like
3 day.
yeah. You just don't. You don't use an 8-hour shield and go offline.
No.
You don't do that. You use an 8-hour shield like a 2-hour bubble because you're scared. You know,
Yeah. Wow.
and no. So it's like, so, I mean, I would only assume, that would be the case. You guys rolling in numbers, If you're rolling in numbers and you're fighting nations that don't do that and they rely on heavy players, because that's what this looks like, at the end of the day, those shields fall, those guys die, man. And that should happen in any nation.
It could.
But I wouldn't rain that guy either. 44 deep, and there's a whole lot of red. There's no reason to rain. It's important.
Let's check out this video that they got. Someone posted. A lot of green. 37. It's from 714.
Fuck. Fucking annoying.
You encourage that. Just deal with it now.
I'm gonna have to mute that guy. So it looked like he got who was that? VVV got hit. Hold on. Who is that? I can't even tell who it is. Who's talking right now? You guys see it? SMF. Can you mute your mic? Sorry. All right, so looking at this attack, the guy looks like looks like they sent 35, 37, 38. So this is a big attack, and versus 19, it's just 40 to 19. That this is just not enough. Not enough. Not enough at all. That was 619. Now was that 619 that got hit, or was that 714 that got hit? We're about to find out. Okay, so yeah, 619 got hit. Ooh, look at that. 40 versus 19 took 60 million. That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, that's 400 million points right there, man.
Yeah. Ooh. Dang. It's a good video though.
It's crazy how one attack can swing the whole void,
Oh, dude. We made a mistake attack right in the beginning of Void, right in literally the first 20 minutes. We had 40 people online, and well, unfortunately they bubbled before 40 people can get in there, so we only got 16 total, and we ate it. Like, it sucked, and it was an upward battle the whole entire time.
You guys used the game clock? How did only 16 out of 40 enter? Did they
We
lag, or is it just a quick shield?
It was a quick bubble.
I mean, they should. That's not a good excuse, man.
I agree. I agree.
Woody,
That's not a good. I would be
Conquest
super
coming.
mad.
You know that, right?
Yeah, GC's coming, but no,
That's not a good. That's not a good excuse. You guys use the game clock, or who was leading the battle? Did they fuck that up?
So we were looking at the thing. We posted the location, did the whole plus thing, and so I'm like, okay. I said in 10. The old. I just said in 10. So in 10 seconds, send.
Yeah. You fucked that up.
I fucked it up. So instead of using the actual gift clock, that's why I said it. That's why I said
for attacks like that, man. They're gonna shield. There's the potential to shield. You gotta use the game clock. That's the only way.
But yeah.
Or one person goes checks like for me anyway in 425. Like I was saying earlier, like I'm going first, but everybody's clicking at the same time. Because if there's troops there, they're all joining regardless of shield.
But
so
in my defense, they bubbled up like literally the second we got in. They were bubbled. Like I got in
but
there.
as long as everybody attacks at the same second, you're going to be the fastest, right? Just call that what it is.
Yeah.
You're going to be the fastest, but as long as everybody clicks attack at the same time and you start the battle, they can go right through that shield, man. So that shield doesn't mean anything if everybody clicks attack at the same time. What's happening is people are adjusting their fleets and they're fucking around and they're not paying attention and they're blah 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 and they're not clicking attack. They need to be prepared
Yeah.
and they need to click attack at that same time and everybody else does, or you're gonna get F like that. You know,
And
you're
yeah,
gonna a lot.
you're 100% right. You're 100% right. And I did. It cost me a lot of void potions. I'll tell you that. Cost a, it costs a lot of void potions. But I mean, but
And
that
then you put yourself in that because that one swing. I don't know if you guys won or not, but like
oh, we
if
did
you would have
not.
got the 40 and
We
if you
did
would have
not.
got the 40 in there, man, you might have put a pounding on the ass. You know what
So
I'm saying? Especially a first strike in the void like that. That makes a big difference.
and that's what I
You
was
know.
thinking. That was what we had 40 people online. Matter of fact, it could have been like 45 people online. I took video of it, and like I was like, dude, this guy's only got like 130 or 100. We'll just say 150 safe zone. I was like, we can do this, guys.
Hey,
We can
did,
burn it.
did fucking Polo tell you guys what these assholes did in 425 at the start of void?
No, they
They
didn't.
they literally flew in, bro, with like 75, bro. These fucking assholes. These fucking pricks. I don't know if Polo and Chicken are still here, and Nikki, bro, or whatever. But like, dude, they literally created a UBN hive in 425. I was like, look at these fucking assholes. I was like, nobody do anything. Just stay in your shield and whatever. Go make a snack, you know.
But
And
how pretty did it look?
it was sick. It was sick. Not gonna lie, you know.
They made their own
And
hive in your nation.
and then what was even cooler, which I'm sure Nikki got video of this, which is actually kind of smart as well. They all went on like a old school 5 years ago 75-man TA to some obvious, empty city somewhere. And they all dropped shield thinking that, we were going to come in there and they were just going to take us to Pound Town. And, that didn't happen.
So they actually did the old fashioned time attack.
Oh, we do
I
that a
mean,
lot.
they did it with fake fleets. I mean, you can see that there's no Titans and
Right.
things like that, but they did it with fake fleets. But it was cool to see. Don't get me wrong. All the 70 lines. I snuck in there and grabbed some points and retreated before they could all rain on me. But you know, long story short is yeah, I made it very clear for nobody to follow me, nobody to attack or anything like that, because it was an obvious, time to them to fuck us.
It was an obvious like I'm about to get hit,
Yeah, they were
but I'm
legit
going balls deep.
75 or 80 and 425, bro. Like, not a joke. It's not me exaggerating in any way, shape, or form. Every one of those fuckers, every one of their big cities. Da, 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 da. I will say, again, I don't post that guy Kurmo, Kurmo, whatever. This fucker, man, he came to 425 to sleep, bro. That's all he did.
What was his name?
It's one of your C40 Kuromo.
Kirama.
That guy, yeah, dude. I watched his shield go gold. He flew to 425. We found him. And this is like 2 hours, 3 hours after reset. You guys kind of settled down a little bit. And he flew to 425 and we found him like within like 30, 45 seconds. I thought for sure his shield was coming down. And this fucker sat there for hours, did nothing. I'm like, what? What the fuck did he come here for? He just came here to like farm or some shit. Like he literally did nothing.
He's a decent player. He's a fighter.
No, he definitely got some points. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying for this particular 5 hours that I watched this guy not do a thing, and because yeah, and it was like right after we got chocolate too. So I was like, all right, like maybe we'll get this guy and go up a little bit.
So Lee got I guess there was a void. I think it was like what 767 and was it 771 or 772? Either way, they tried to use the whole switch alliance things back and forth, and it failed miserably on them. Like, like it
You
failed.
gotta have you just gotta have community. I mean, yeah, you gotta have. I don't want to say user control. People have to be on.
Well, so the question was, and people said they're going to be testing it, is does everyone in the nation need to not join the other nation, or is it just the alliance cannot join the other nation to do that?
No, if the alliances that you're popping in between, nobody in your alliance and nobody in the other alliance can be in the other alliance. You won't be able to jump around.
Okay.
Like literally, all 100 of your players and all 100 of the other players need to remain in your nation. Nobody's allowed to leave. And
So
then you can hop it around as you see fit. Just leave like 5 spots open. Don't make it so you need restrictions. Just auto enter, and you should be able to join a defense in under 5 seconds.
you guys heard that. So yeah, there's been a lot of talk about like people saying we tried that, it didn't work, and other people saying it did work. So I was like, well, I know the
I
league guy
mean,
talked about that.
like I even told you with the 373,
Yeah.
when we did it with you guys a while back, like I got stuck in that mod alliance for a second because fucking asshat went to 373. Little Asian farmer boy went to 373, or whatever. Thank God he was online and he came back, or I would have been, stuck for a little while longer.
Okay.
But yeah,
So to
but they
clarify,
can go there and they can come back. As long as all 100, you can do this again. As like we had at this time, this is a different time of the game for 425 anyway. But at this particular time when we fought you guys, 425 was on the same page. Every alliance, every person, da, 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 da.
right,
So we can, for us, we would be able to make times and kind of come and go as we please. And you can come back and, it was a rule that you weren't allowed to go offline in the other nation. You had to return and then you're allowed to go offline because again, it's, one person will fuck the whole thing up.
right.
So all 100 members just have to be in their own nation and you can hop around the whole fucking void. Like if you have a major lead going into phase 5, it should just be a rule that nobody's allowed to go to the other nation. That way you can hop around and do anything you want, you know?
Right. That's interesting because you just answered my second question. Like my second question was going to be like, for say if one does leave and they come back, can you still do it, or is it? But you answered that. So if we have 30 people in the other
Yeah.
nation and we decide, hey, we want to swap, and we tell the other alliance, hey, we're going to swap now. Make sure you're at home. We can still do that. That's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, but you'd have to have all 30 people online, all 30 people return, like you
Right.
can't see one green dot in the other nation, just it won't work. Not one golden bubble will allow you to move.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. That's
know?
cool. And that's
And then in the same breath, like I think we all know that if you're going into phase 5 with a league, you kind of force the other nation to come to you, to get
oh,
points. So with
absolutely.
that being said, you're able to, kind of really use that particular, strategy to your advantage if you're one of those nations that, happens to go into phase 5 with a heavy lead.
I agree 100% with you on that. Like seriously, you got that heavy lead. Um, stay in your nation. Make them come to you. Why are you going to them? Why are you taking that
It's
opportunity?
it's it's just it's morality defeating, right? I mean, this is a mental game. At the end of the day, like once you can get into somebody's mind and fuck around with them, like it hurts. I mean, it's what we did for 373.
It's true.
Type conversation. Or anybody, right? Once you get into their mind, you can, we did it to 616 when we got Big Bad Wolf, right? Like that guy. Good player, but he got smoked for whatever reason, within the first 2 hours of the, of the void opening. And, and we were down 2 billion going into phase 5, 425 was. And, after that attack, we were, down 200 million, that's morality defeating. I just took out your biggest guy. He's got fucking absolutely smoked. Now what are you going to do?
You can't do anything.
And, I mean, no, you can, and they fought. Don't get me wrong. 616 just beat 357 in Void War just yesterday. So I got to respect those guys over there.
Okay.
I mean, granted, 357's on a downhill morale, but long story short is no, those guys do their thing over there. I got respect for them, but that's morality defeating. Getting back to the point, you get in some guy's head and go back to the switcheroo thing with the alliance. If they think they're going to come over there and get all these points back real quick, and they know they got a second alliance over there because that's what guys do. But they're not going to come to the strongest guys with with all the biggest power. They're going to try to sneak some shit over there. Go
Yeah.
get the Japanese farmers, right? That's what they want, right? They want the easy W. They don't want to come, over here and play with it. So, you got to surprise them. 3 or 4 of those big dogs jump over and really surprise that 10, 15 man speed attack or 30, 40 man speed attack, and they get their bell rung. Again, man, that's just morality. That's morale, man. That's fucking your whole mind up. You know.
Imagine you remember the void against 219 and 373 when 373 first got merged.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine if 219 did that to them. That would have been the second time it happened to them. Because
Yeah, it would have been.
their whole thing was in 373 is stay away from Sin, don't go by him, leave him alone, and it worked for them. But imagine if Sin did that to them, and they were hitting the third Lions, and lo and behold, here's Sin players.
It would have changed the game, and maybe they weren't on the same page at that time, but I'm sure if they were able to utilize that strategy, it would have surprised them, and maybe it only works once, right? Maybe, but you got to make it count,
Yeah,
and and that's just it. Because you also got to hide, because they can see you changing badges, so you can't just like go sit in the other alliance. They're gonna see you,
yeah, you got to hide in the
So it's
corner.
so it's almost like you got to be fast. You got to move and you got to join the defense very quickly, and hopefully the battle doesn't end too fast. And all of those things.
Yeah, it's you got to
But
be
if you can
fast.
catch it, it worked and it's cool. People will remember it, right, Woody?
I do remember it. Like when you guys did that to us, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like I thought something was wrong with the game. I thought you guys were straight cheating. I'm like, what the, you know, like when you've never seen something like that happen, and it all of a sudden happens, you're just like, you think something's wrong with the game. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me, man. Trust me. It's eye opening once you figure it out. And it's great. It's just the cool little parts of the game. It's a not only is it's a mental game, but it's like finding out how to enter that shield.
Yeah,
Finding out how to the strategies and ways to beat the bubble trap. You know, because man, my 357 guys, they get eaten alive by bubble trap. Like they just get eaten alive. And it's like, listen, all you have to do is click the attack button 3 to 4 seconds before they enter, and then you can go through the shield.
yeah,
So Buddy gets caught. You can go. I mean, I showed him like 5 or 6 times today. We played 616, and they had a alliance over there that was very good at the bubble trap. Right,
right.
call it what it is. They were very good at it, and they were eating my dudes up, and they were eating up other alliances with it. And I'm like, sleep. Another one of my guys was, this guy Ed was telling that they couldn't pick it up. And then, Ed and I started doing it together because we understand. And, we started smoking them down, So, but those are the little intricacies about the game that you get to figure out, you know. When I figured out a year plus ago, however long ago it was, that if I'm the one who starts the battle and everybody clicks attack at the same time, there's no fucking excuse.
Yeah, there isn't.
And if there's no troops there, everybody can recall, everybody can shield, everybody can, do all of those things, right? It's no big deal. But when I figured out that I can get through that shield no matter what, if I'm the one starting the battle and everybody, bro, that was a wrap. That was like a fucking epiphany, you know?
Oh, I was
And
trying
I think
to.
it was, Chicken who told me about it in Day Discord, or yeah, Day Discord.
I
It
was
was
trying to.
Chicken who like explained that to me.
I was trying to teach my alliance about the whole mass recall, retreating, and maybe two of them got it. It's like they're like, why would you retreat? You're just making us weak. And I'm like, no, you want to retreat early, especially if they got 30 people coming in his range. You want to retreat because you're gonna get a lot more kills versus them getting kills off you. Now, regardless, the strength of the city matters. It does, but like for instance, I don't know how many times I hit retreat and they didn't get much points off me, but I got a lot off them.
I mean, dude, I can't tell you how many retreats board I use. I use a lot. A lot.
You have to.
And
It, it,
You know, and that's just all there is to it. You know, and I don't know. I mean, when it comes to group attack, I mean, again, it's about your team, man, and about being, you
right,
know,
but
like
but if you can do like a mass retreat, like everyone retreats at the
well,
same time. Oh
yeah,
my
that's what I'm
god.
saying. You got to be on the same page. I mean, you know, somebody's got to call it, and you got to pray that everybody can see it in chat. And there's always 5 people that don't make it out for whatever reason, and they're always a little upset. But if everybody's down for the cause, which there should be, if you're, the number one fighting alliance, which I'm sure a majority of the people on this, podcast are involved in, if you're a part of that, you need to be ready to, you need to be ready to go.
You can't
You know,
you can't put your pride in front of a. You get hit by
you know.
30
But
people.
but if you
You ain't
if you
got
have
no
a leader,
pride.
if you have a real leader, right? You got guys out there like Polo and Chicken and Self, yourself, Alexi, Jay, Barry, right?
Yeah.
Keenan, right? You all these great attack leaders out there. If you got one of those guys out there telling you to do this, and they tell you beforehand, hey, listen, we're going to go in with 60, 70. But if we start seeing 50, 60 rain coming, man, click that retreat button.
Yep.
Everybody, and then do we understand? When you do that before you make a stupid mistake, and then it works out well. It does. I mean, they executed it very, very nicely against us, against my second alliance even, but specifically GFK. Like we had those guys smoked. They were about to get fucked, right? That's my alliance.
Right.
They were about to get it. But nope. They all retreated, and I looked at the report, and they won in points by like 300-400 million.
Jeez.
And it was like fucking Barry, you know. It's
Fucking
like the only
Barry.
thing I could say to myself, fucking Barry, you know. But that's part of the stuff about the game that you gotta love and respect, you know.
And
And if you can put a team together that can be on the page like that, where 25 guys can slam into, a very easily known trap city, knowing damn well that there's 60, 70 of us coming, and you win points and you get out of there before y'all really die, you
yeah.
know,
That's
good shit.
that's kind of like what I do. If I see like if I already know it's a trap, like I know there's 20 waiting for me, I'll go in there and I'll wait till I see like the 20 raining, like the little thing that they're coming. Then I get the
Yeah,
fuck
you
out.
you retreat when the front line's 3/4 dead. That's what you do,
Yeah.
right? I just watch the battle, and when I see the front line getting down, I retreat, and I don't care who comes. If there's 20 of them, 30 of them, blah blah blah, 50 of them, I retreat when that front line gets to about 15,000. Hey,
Yep.
because I'm running with 50,000. So, when that fit when about 3/4 when I got 15,000 left. I'm fucking retreat, man. If you get a couple zombies, you get a couple zombies, man. Good for you. You know, I don't know what to say, but man, it's very rare that I lose in points when I do that. It's very rare, because even hitting Polo, and he's got some T11 and some stuff in that city that in the first 10 seconds, man, I'm gonna get that, couple Titan lightnings, a couple of this, couple bombs, whatever the fuck stupid skills I got. I'm gonna get me some points out of that, man. And that's just how that works. But I get out of there before his buddies come because he had a shit ton of buddies coming.
You know, GC is right around the corner. I guess people got this GC letter today. I didn't get it, but some people got it for GC. So I'm assuming within the next couple of days it's gonna be in the nation
Start
chat.
Friday.
Scroll farther.
It starts Friday.
Oh, Friday. I think you said scroll farther. I'm like, what? So GC is right around the corner.
Yeah.
You know what that means? No more mergers. No more mergers.
I mean that's good for 425, man. I'm kind of happy about that. Not gonna lie.
Well,
If
yeah.
there's in fact no more mergers, man, I think 425 is probably the fucking nation to beat right now. And and I say that with all respect to the current DC winner over there at 373. Those are my buddies over there still. And but man, we're coming for that. We're coming for that. You know,
Well, not to
because
mention.
honestly, I was thinking that 429 was gonna merge with like a fucking 473 with like Champ and Deep and those boys or something like that, man. And that could be a problem, you know, depending on if those guys really want to fight or not. I know they don't necessarily like to fight all that much, but
Hey,
long story short is they got a couple fat nations, and 429 is still a powerhouse, man. Without that merger, still.
hey,
So the moment they get a merger, man, they're coming for another one.
hey, quickly check out your GC, the bulletin schedule log. It's actually in the events part. So I'm looking at our setup right now, and by the looks of GC and all the nations here, we're gonna go for finals. We're gonna
That's
try
what's up, man.
we're gonna try to take the win, because I last season Ronaldo's in ours right off the bat. I already know that's not, there's no fucking way. You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah, I mean our brackets from 333 to 513, man. We're coming for that ass.
oh, so you're gonna go for the win, aren't you?
Yeah, man. We're gonna go for it for sure.
You got
We
three.
got
You got three.
333.
Is 373 in there?
Yeah, that's.
Cool.
You know, it's always going to be 373 and 435, man. Just because of randomly, Joe. I feel like it's always going to be a thing.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll drop 373 a bracket. Maybe.
No, I mean they're in there. I see it.
Okay.
It's
Well.
333 to 513.
Well, you don't got. That means you ain't got. You ain't got any of the 600s. Like what?
No,
You
it's
ain't got.
essentially
You
the
ain't got.
same as
You
it's
ain't
the
got
same
three.
as last season, but we got a merger this time.
You don't got
So
385, do you?
everybody got the of course I got the
Okay.
385. That's my globe, man. Those are my guys. You
All
know,
right.
425 is right at the end of globe 5. Where that's where that's up. So
Okay.
we're Globe 5 home since they went 357, 2 times global champs. I see Piper in the chat. Shout out Piper. He led us to a couple of GC championships over in 357. So we're gonna do the same over there in 425, That's what we're gonna be shooting for. And, 'cause everybody had a merger last week, last few seasons, and we didn't have one. So now we get to, play fairly, respectfully, and we'll see what's up.
How many Lock Nation you got in yours?
We don't have any rock nations. I mean, 442, but they're trash now. They can eat a big donkey dick.
You're lucky, man. We have one, two, three,
Yeah, 442, I
four.
feel like it's the only one that's left
We got six, seven. We
in
got
our globe.
seven. We got seven fucking Lock Nations in ours. Jeez. This should be fun. This should be fun.
Yeah, no, I need GC was right around the corner. I'm excited and I'm happy that my buddies over there at 439 are still waiting on the merge. So I'm not trying to fight them all nosed up again.
You know, I was also thinking that, being that you guys are freshly merged in GC, being that there's not going to be another merger until after, the season's over, probably be what, January. That's going to allow you and your nation to better organize, not having to worry about, well, now we got to worry about this brand new merger or that brand new merger. So that's
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, long story short is we still got to go up against guys like 373 and 379 and 385 and 354. Like those nations are very, very healthy and are very good at what they do, you know?
yeah,
So, you can't take anything away. I know Marcus is still searching for a GC run over there. He wants to come, do his thing, and he's facing those guys over there just came off of a great W. So, hopefully, Faith and those guys want to take this season off. Shout out to seconds to save me a couple of bucks, but we're coming for a W, man.
oh, I
We got a
really,
major, and we've been waiting on it for probably 3 or 4 seasons now.
no,
You know,
you've been
and
robbed. You got robbed 2 seasons in a row. I remember that. So, I'm
I mean,
actually rooting
that's
for
the
you.
game, bro.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, You're right. It is the game. So I'm rooting for 425 in that globe to win because you know what, you guys you deserve one. And maybe after you get yours, maybe and don't anyone think bad of me. After you get yours, Barry or Raz, one of those nations, they finally get theirs, which I don't know. It's kind of tough to see, but I really hope you get yours this
I mean,
time.
it's gonna be hard for Raz and them to get it. Respectfully to those guys, I know they're tough, man. It's gonna be hard. You know, I think we're all gonna be destined for mergers for probably a good year. At least some of these other guys who've been merged now for the second time for about a year, call it. And I think it's going to be some time before we're able to really get another one of those things. So you need to work with what you got. And I don't think that okay, with the structure of Raz, but I don't think that
Right.
there's not how much that there's a lot to be worked with over there. People are setting their ways, and I get that. I have that in 357. People are setting their ways. They don't fucking live together. They're not do this. They're not do that. So we got the, great cities and some good people, but you know, nobody wants to fucking do nothing again. Like shit, man. 357's in a freeze already doing that. It's lost
Did you
three in a row.
did you
Haven't won
hear
a void in 4 months, dude. Pissing me off.
did you hear that 285 they went up against 555 in void and
Yeah,
285 took the W?
I mean, that's easy, but I thought it big donkey trick. You know,
I've never been up
they don't
against them, so
fight.
I don't know. I've never been up against 555, and I hope to God I don't ever uh, do.
You would beat those guys. You'd probably beat those guys. I mean, sure, you probably need a little bit more time to get stronger. But overall, you'd beat them. They suck. So,
So they're literally just farmers, other than GC and other side events. But void are just farmers still. Damn. Well, I guess that's some good things. Something good to look at, right? Look forward to.
I mean, I've fought those guys when they were 'cause they used to be in our guild before they got that last merger they got to make it into 555. They used 465, I think they used to be, before they went over there. But yeah,
No, four five
they're
seven.
not
I think they were.
457. There you go. You're right. You're right. That's what it was. 457. But yeah, that is something that it was not a good nation then. And they merged into that 555 nation, which is, I think, only a three world nation, if I remember correctly. But they weren't good.
Hmm. Well, I hope. I hope that. I just don't understand like the amount of huge cities that they have, and they are very good at GC, and they are very good at Elite War. How can they not get it together for like a void? Like, how is it not click? Like you're almost doing the
I
exact
mean,
same
they're
thing.
they're all they're all spending a lot of money, and they don't want to lose their troops. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it.
So they're
They save their troops for GC, and that's what makes them very good at GC. Because it doesn't matter how many times you're rushing to a tower and you get smoked, you can just go right back.
right.
You know, so like they're very good at those style of events. Elite War, same thing. You know, but you can't be good at those events if you're really good at the real event, which is board war. I mean, sure you can be, but it's very difficult. You have to be very coordinated, very disciplined. You have to be uh,
Right.
UBM. You got to be 269. You got to be similar to those more. Call it the top 30 and down in elite. Right? Like that's how like who can get together or not. But you have to also know like what their motives are. Those guys, I don't think they're any different than some of the Japanese farmers out there. They just don't want to lose their troops. They
Yep.
like that number going up. They like their ranking. And all of those things. And if they go out there starting attacking stuff, they're going to lose that.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But obviously, I don't speak Chinese, nor do I give a fuck. They could all eat it, whatever.
No, I mean
Um,
I think
you
you're
know,
absolutely right
you
because
know,
there are a lot of people, a lot of Chinese, Japanese, Korean uh, players out there that they
just
don't
love to
attack.
hoard the troops, man. I just love to hoard the troops. Crazy, It's like, what are you doing, them damn things? you know. But then when you get smoked, you know, your shield falls on that one day a month that you can't hold your shield, you fucking asshat, you know, and you lose the void to your mission, man. It's super selfish in my opinion. If you never do shit and you're the one who lost it from us, you know, that's the stuff that
Yeah.
pisses me off,
Yeah, I
you
got a
know.
feeling that one void that happened we were just talking about earlier. I think there's going to be some sensible talking that's going to be happening, especially after this
I
podcast.
mean, I'll say it on the podcast, and I hope 357 hears it. Man, I'm talking to the leaders right now about lighting that whole bitch up, man. It's like, man, we suck. We can't lose. We can't win an event. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I'm not just gonna quit. I got a bunch of money in this city, so I'm gonna burn this whole motherfucker down. You know, and I feel like that's gonna be more fun than losing events back to back to back. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a
And
that's a
that's just how, and that's just how I feel, you know. And it's not just me how it feels. It's like, and I don't want to be like a dictator asshole about it. It's like, listen, like if you want to fight, come to us. But if you're not with us, like, then your shield falls in one period,
yeah.
you know.
But that's how
And I say that like,
that's
and I hope that's like I'm friendly with everybody and I'm cool with everybody. But like, listen, man, this fucking nation used to be awesome and amazing and fucking great, and now we got a bunch of fucking people in 80 different alliances and nobody wants to fight. And, you know, your second alliance puts up 1 billion, you know, points for the whole void. What's going on over here? You know? But, you know, you got 5 shields that avoid that drop and you defend all the time. You know, it's just like really disgusting. Yeah. So it's like, man, I might as well just go out with a bang. And, you know, like, all right, guys, like whoever is left, whatever is left, come here. But if you can't come here and you want to play alone, that's fine. But if your shield falls, then you play you.
yeah,
You
you
know?
treat them just as you would the enemy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an enemy because I'm just like, you know, again, I'm just like kind of, I don't want to say I'm bored because I got a lot of friends in K57, but I don't like losing. I don't play the game to lose. You know, it's just not why I play the game. Definitely not why I joined the K57
Right.
after
Check
I
out
agree. If they're not going to play, burn the brakes off of them.
you know, and that's,
time to
yeah,
rip the band-aid off and just get it done and over with, right?
Yeah,
yeah, just
exactly.
Like
wait for the next merger whenever that comes. Hold down what's able to hold a shield and who wants to fight, you know, and yeah, just yeah, whatever it is,
Well, I'll tell
you
you what
know.
I did in 1025 when they wouldn't play. I quit playing, bubbled up, sat in a corner, and don't even give them an opportunity to not get into those events.
I mean, but that's no fun because I like to play the event, you know. So it's like at the end of the day, you know, like I like to play the event, and you know, there's no reason to fucking lose, you know. Like if we're just gonna lose, then you know,
go to a different nation.
Well, I'm
I
going to
I
spend my
typically
money on.
wouldn't want
I'm going to spend my money on something. So I just went and bought a new race car and played with it for about 8 months, and then I came back.
to. There we go. You know, at the end of the day, it's the same conversation, right? I'm going to spend my money on something. So if it's not going to be winning a fucking void war, it might as well be burning the stick to the ground. You guys sure shit don't want to play a void war. So, you know, it's like, well, if you don't want to play that, then we might as well, you know, get the training in every day because, which we already have. You know, we have a couple of monster trolls in 357 who just are relentless with killing whatever it is that they possibly can. So many have left over the years because of that. And, you know, so it's like, then it's just like, yeah, it's time to just light
It
this
does suck a little
motherfucker up.
bit. It does suck a little bit that I did that because I was definitely the top player in our nation when I skipped out. But yeah, I burned up about 5 million, 3.5, 4 million troops on them, and then parked it in the corner under bubble, and then I just went and played in real life. But now that I'm back, we got a C41, a bunch of C38s and sixes, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, these guys are powerful.
Now you want to play.
Yeah, well,
And I don't blame you. I don't
they
blame you.
kind of got their shit together.
Yeah. So that's
But
exact same thing that you're talking about now in 737 Groot, which is a good friend of mine. That he burnt his whole nation down because they would stop leaking their points. They wouldn't do the whole T4 thing, Dave would just leak points left and right. They would literally reign in frenzy against like 241s, and they're only like 34s and 35s at the time. Like they would just consistently lose. And Groot, he's a 41, and he's spending so much money, on recruiting and
Yeah,
to being able to
I know about this guy for
yeah,
sure, man.
he's dumping so much
That's kind of where
money.
I'm at.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's kind of where
he
I'm at.
said fuck it. He literally like the name of
But
his
but I
freaking
also
thing.
feel like it's not even just me. I feel like my leadership team is like blah. I feel like, and not blah like they suck, like blah like what the fuck did we do, you know? And if I go down the lane, down the line in ranks, I mean, outside of a handful of people that are, because I think GFK currently only has like 80 or so members, not GFK, excuse me. KP only has like maybe 80 or so members, and we're not a full alliance or anything like that.
Right.
And maybe 5 or 10 of those come from our last merger, the 363, 357 merger. And, they're fighters for the most part, but,
Yeah.
so maybe they would leave, because their buddies are on the other side and are about to get lit up, and their other alliances over there, so blah blah. So maybe they would be. So I'd almost feel like I'd be left with the same guys I had 2 years ago anyway, you know. And
Well,
they're all cool. We all survived Civil War for many a years. So it's like I might as well just hang out with those guys and have Void War every day, 'cause that sounds better in my
that sounds a
opinion.
little better, right?
Fucking,
Well, imagine
better,
this.
you know?
Imagine this. You're 41. You spent a lot of money, right? Obviously, it costs a lot of money, and you get a merger, and the highest city that you get is a 35 in a merger.
Yeah, that's
Like,
no good, man. I mean, he should have stopped spending it a long time ago and came down here or something like that, in my opinion. Joined you or something along those
he
lines.
he did
He
join
got
us.
hooked.
He did join us. So he was running two cities. He actually got a city in our nation and pushed it to 38. But then he was playing in both nations, and Camel won't give him a good merger. They would tell him that, yeah, we're going to give you a merger. You're on the list, right? And then when it came to being merge time, they'd be like, oh, you didn't make the list. Like they are literally holding the meat out in front of him, and making
I
him
mean,
run.
they did the same thing for me, man. That's what Camel does. And then when they do, I mean, I got a halfway decent merger with 503 only because they were able to be um, costly and they were thin. They didn't come with, they were already, we had the same mental, right? They already had killed a bunch of the farmer bullshit and cleaned out the nation. Were
Hmm.
they good at void war or anything like that? Were they collective? Were they together? No, they weren't. Everybody kind of did their own thing, and especially the main alliance. And I say this with respect to anybody who's listening from Ron at 503, you know. But
Right.
they just went together. Everybody kind of did their own thing. There was some, animosity between bigger players and stupid shit. And long story short is they come to us, and we essentially absorb them, for conversation's sake, and it's worked out very well. Yeah, we just lost Roy, that stuff, but you know,
Yeah,
o-
and
o- over,
and it's
overall,
pretty
some of the
aggravating. I mean, we got, I guess, probably our 5 through 10 top players didn't even join in during Void. I guess they just don't want to lose the BP. I guess it's the only thing I can figure. But that kind of sucks.
yeah, that's no fun, man. I got a couple of guys that are like that, and it's almost like you play the fence, and it's like, at what point is not playing void, you know, do I remove this guy's spot, but he's the C41, and but in every other event he's a fucking superhero, you know,
Uh, the-
just he
We
just doesn't
we
want
won
to
our
play
we won
void,
our Void. We
but
did great
but
without him, but still.
he's in there for dual domination, triangle war, elite war, every fucking non-loss event possible. Guy's a superhero, bro,
yeah, dude.
you know.
That's how this group
So,
guy
so
is
do you
too.
kick that guy out because he just disappears on Sundays? I can't bring myself to do it.
No,
I
me
can't.
either.
He just doesn't
It's
want to
just,
lose troops.
you know,
Yeah, the
and
guy
I
plays
don't
it while
know,
he's
you know,
taking his shit, and he doesn't want to lose anything on Sunday. He wants to go hang out with his family. I get it. I don't
yeah.
hate him. It just kind of sucks.
I got one of those guys, man. The guy's got 12 million kills, dude. You know, and he's a T-41, bro. You know, but he don't
You
kill
either move
nobody in his
really
nation.
fast
He's
or
a
not at
nice,
all.
he's a nice guy. You know, he's a real nice guy, and he just, you know, he does stuff with the family on Sunday. You know,
That's
and
like
that's just all there is to it.
that's like saying that I'm not going to work on a Sunday, which I know some people don't. I don't, but like if
You
you're
know,
if you're
and
in a
I
job that
talked,
requires it, then
I talked to him
Well, not
before the merger, and I asked him. I said, "Listen, man, if it's because you're scared, like understand, like you got a team now. Like we were a team before you guys got here, man. Like you know, so when you guys come to us, and now we're a team. Like, bro, you got backup now. You know, like I need you to understand, like you got backup now.
right.
You know, you're not fucking solo playing. You're not hitting some C-28 in the corner of the nation because you're scared of getting smoked. You know, you should be able to play it a little bit differently with GFK. You know, you
is it a
should.
safe and you guys will have to excuse me because I'm still fairly new with the game, but is it a safe practice or possible to let somebody else run the city
No,
during your absence? Like I do a lot of racing. I do a lot of Baja racing. So there's a part of the year that I'm just not going to be available. It's just part of it.
so so because this is the
Some people do that shit. I don't do that stuff. You
it's
know,
be,
and I know that AO wouldn't want you to do those things either.
yeah.
So we're gonna say no on the chat and on the podcast here, and say we don't share your login.
Yeah. This is the main Age of Origins, basically
But
for
but as a
candlestick.
main player, I don't do that. Man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you
I
never
haven't.
know.
I
You,
didn't
you
think it
never
was.
know when someone's gonna get upset for some dumb reason, and
I
Like,
didn't think it was the thing that was safe, even if they did allow it. To be honest with you,
well,
somebody
I mean,
fucking
you
screwed
think about
it.
like look what happened at 616. Someone took log into his account, some guy's account, completely demolished his city, like undone all the officers, all the Titan equipment, everything, and demolished
Oh
the whole
wow!
city. Yeah. That, like destroyed it. I mean, you're talking about like guys. There's players here that spend over $1 million U.S. dollars in their city. Like this isn't like a scratch off, like kind of cost $2 or $3. No, we're talking about people spending their freaking savings accounts, kind of stuff.
yeah.
So I mean,
Guy in my
I'm
chat, guy in the line chat the other day, I won't say where, but he was just like, and I shared my plane because I recently just maxed out my plane in 357. Talking about everything's
congratulations,
maxed
by the
out.
way.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
congratulations.
That's an
So
accomplishment.
I shared it in the Alliance chat right when I kicked off level 55, and I shared it. And a couple of guys, whatever. One of the guys, man, maybe if I don't pay rent for like 2 months, I could have one of those. And
That's not even
Must
half.
be
That's
I,
not even a
that
quarter of
must
a
be a
level.
really nice spot.
I started fucking dying, dude. I started
Oh my
dying.
god.
Like
I
no,
was,
no, buddy, you could buy a fucking house.
he's a free player, and I respect him. He's a super cool guy. He's super active, and all the above. And everybody's got different styles of life. So yeah. But when he said that, man, I was just like, no, man. Talking to maybe a single family home in South Florida. You
That
know,
that's
you're
that's
talking a
crazy.
condo on the beach in Fort Lauderdale, brother.
No,
You know,
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. Yeah,
oh my god.
wow.
and yeah, crazy, dude. I think like in the upper levels, it's like 3 grand a kick. Something along those lines.
About 3-4 grand a
But
month,
whatever.
to maintain right around there.
No, I'm saying like an evolution or like a
Oh yeah,
level. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
three.
yeah.
It's like 3 grand. Like it ain't cheap to get that next level. It's like god damn. So yeah, it's definitely more than a couple months rent, buddy. You know.
You're talking
Yeah,
about like,
I got a 37, and man, it seems like it's forever to just even click on anything.
Just wait till you're 41.
Yeah, we recently had a new player. I don't know if you remember Woody. Remember Nismo from 400?
I do.
Yeah, so he recently acquired Zombilly's City in
Really?
425.
No.
Yeah, Zombilly, had to step away from the game for some personal issues, some health reasons. He's doing all right now, but he's got a little bit of a recovery ahead of him. So he stepped away from the game. And Nismo's now running the city, and yeah, it's definitely a bit of a change, in the grand scheme of things. But he had just got the city maybe 2 days ago, and
Well,
he came in and sure he spent a couple of dollars, and he essentially said in the chat, he said, "Man, I literally bought out everything for the plane, and I shouldn't upgrade anything."
jeez. Well, I mean,
That happens.
let Zombie know next time you talk to him that I wish him a safe and speedy recovery. Even if he doesn't join the game again, I'm talking about in general, real life. I hope he gets better.
Yeah,
But you're
yeah,
gonna
no, he had some stuff going down there, super serious, and we're just gonna feel that we're lucky to still have him,
right,
and and that's just yeah, life is definitely a little bit more important in the game, but long story short is he's doing all right, and the recovery is good so far, and
right.
gonna let him do his thing, man. He's a super good mind frame, so I'm sure he's gonna be all right. And yeah, he still got a link to a city somewhere. I'm sure he's always welcome to Portuguese forever. Man, he's one of the me and him were bash brothers for a couple of years now. I mean,
Well,
it's no big thing at all.
well, yeah. I think that you guys are at the point to where even outside the game, you guys would probably meet and you'd be bros.
Oh, dude, trust me when I tell you, man. When I go back to Dubai, I'm going to check out Billy for sure. That's my dog. And,
Yeah, I miss
for sure.
Billy. I miss Billy, man. Yeah,
But he's been gone for a few months, So I'll say that it's nice to have the city back active. I'm sure that's what he wants. But there was a couple of months there where your activity out of that city would have been a shield, and and like his assistant or something like that kept his shield. You know,
right, right.
gotta love it. You gotta make sure that fucking get killed, poor bastard. But yeah, no, it's nice to have the city back active again, though. But back to the original point, Nismo bought all of the packs for the plane and could not upgrade anything. Now, mind you, Billy has a very strong plane and all of those things, but yeah, he couldn't upgrade anything.
Yeah,
I got a good chuckle out of that.
it takes like when you buy all the packs. I mean, you're talking about buying all the packs for a few months, um, and then you get that one upgrade.
You
And
know what the worst one is Titan. That shit there is the motherfucker.
the Titan.
That shit's the worst. The Titan meat, the meat and meat, whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
call it,
that's the
level
only
up the
thing, dude. That's
Titan.
the only thing I'm working on right now.
Dude,
I'm still
the level 55 on that bitch takes forever. Now, whatever. I hate buying $99 packs out of the regular store. It's like a pet peeve of mine.
hmm
Um, so it takes so much. It takes so much longer, when you don't buy nine. Because my thing in 357 is I don't buy 99. Whatever. It's no problem. Right?
right.
And when I when I get close, I'll shop one every now and then. But dude, when you don't buy 99 of that, it's so fucking long for evolution.
Yeah, it takes a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I plan on finishing out my lab. Once I get my lab completely done, I'm gonna switch back into leveling the warplane. But the lab is the lab is most important to me right now. That's where my
Yeah, anything to do with the skill. It's kind of what we're training on right now in GFK. Anything with the skill. Because we got a lot of guys that are, in the process of number one, being new and actually having real guidance now. So, a lot of the 503 players just want to get their own thing. Not to say anything have started off basic things or anything like that.
Right.
But, just on what to upgrade, when to upgrade, what you should focus on, stuff, and, it's been really good. The good news is everybody who's come over from 503 is, listen to listening.
So there's a guy that's actually in the Discord chat right now. Blue Knight. He just posted a comment saying the comment about playing on Sundays void is tough when you have kids. I can flex work days, but sucks on Sundays. Well, and my answer to that would be is, if you can't play on Sunday, do your part. Just put a bubble up and stay bubbles. Make sure that bubble doesn't fall. Like, that's your part.
Yeah.
If you can't
I could
play,
also argue. I could also argue that I have young kids, I have a wife, I have all of those things, right? And you can't tell me you can't find an hour, right? Before bed, after the blowjob, before the blowjob, after putting the kids down, fucking after your midnight snack, before
Your life
bed,
sounds great.
after your shit, before your shit,
during
right?
your shit.
Like you can't tell me, man, you can't find an hour, bro, to jump online and dedicate, to finding or creating some point. Right? I find that hard to believe, you know.
Well, I mean,
Sure,
they can create
it
some points,
happens,
but it might be for the other team.
you know. Yeah, whatever, man. But just show up, or if you can, man, just jump on when you see that Discord ping come, because that's when it really counts.
Yeah.
You see the Discord ping, you can
This,
touch it. Your wife knows you play the game. You can touch it and
they
look
know
at
you.
it.
They know
Like,
you play of yourself.
like, come on, like, babe, I need 2 seconds. Like, boom, get it and put your bubble up, and then put your phone down. And then you get to come back to a cool report in a couple hours. You know, but like, I find it hard to believe. If you play the game and that you can't just jump in. Because I got kids and all those things. I feel like you can find it.
I think
Because I
the
specific, I got a 7-year-old, man. I put her down 8 o'clock. It's right at reset. I'm in South Florida, so 8 o'clock reset. I
uh,
put that little bugger down at 7:55. I'm done though. I got me, a good little half hour before the wifey comes down from whatever, taking a shower, whatever she's doing. I got a little bit of time,
yeah.
and long story short, I've been playing, the game for a good handful of years, and I'll pick this point. So, I've been playing the game longer than I know my way. So, kind of ignored it.
I think
Fellow South Floridian, nice.
What's up?
I
Yeah,
think
we're up in
Hey,
Palm
that's
Beach.
Fox.
I think the hardest thing to
Is that
eat.
Fox?
That's Papa Pump.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What's up, Palm Beach? One of my guys flashed like a same avatar. 435.
Nice.
I think
Yeah, it was I do a lot of off-road racing out west, and I had my navigator. I told him, I said, "Hey man, do me a favor and go ahead and log into the game real quick." He's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, just link up to the Wi-Fi on the Starlink and just make sure my bubble's good."
Hey, man.
We're in the middle
We
of
had a guy
Mexico.
today.
We're in the middle of Mexico running 85 miles an hour off road, and I got him logging in to make sure my bubble's good.
I mean, that's good for you, man. You're a
That's
good
the
alliance member,
that's the
man.
dedication
Because
it takes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but you're 100% correct. Just at least do your job and make sure that if
You
you
can't be there.
whatever you can't do, just make sure you're not open. I mean, I think that's where the
Well,
majority of the points came from that I seen was guys just slipping with their cities open and just beating the brakes off of them.
Well, the biggest problem I have is like when you, okay, like Lee got said, you can always find time, an hour. It's really all you really need to make something happen. And let's say you got 50 people online, and then you go to do it, and you got 25, maybe 30 people that sends, and you're asking them why didn't you send, and their biggest thing is, I ain't got no speeds, I ain't got no gold, but yet you see them in all those side events, fucking 16,000 points. It's like, What are you doing? Like, you're
Yeah,
34 buying island stuff. No, why are you doing that?
yeah. I literally saw you spend about $800 in Duel of Dominance today. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I have that same qualm in 357, right? We're getting smoked and void by 616, and the alliance leader of the number two alliance is just all I see across the banner is so and so fucking killing it in dual dominant. Like what?
Yeah, dude, right?
The fuck?
If you're killing it in
Your
DOD, you better be
your
killing it in Void.
your whole alliance is doing nothing. You got like four people dead from shield drops, and you're fucking around in dual dominant. Come on, man. Randy Moss voice, man. Come
or,
on,
or or
man.
or when you're trying to hunt for, you're trying to watch a city to when it bubble drops, and people are posting uranium mine fucking things. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get the fuck out of the mines. And one day I don't want you posting
You know what
shit.
that you know what that reminds me of is people killing worms during GC.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
know, like
god.
I've killed people for that. I've killed people for that. I've literally killed people for that.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I
it was
spent
it was it was funny. It was really funny today. I kept seeing a bunch of guys posting uh Pumpkin Duke, which I guess is used to be Jimmy Hoffa's
Yeah.
name is Jimmy Hoffa. So anyway, yeah, they kept posting his location today, and I'm like, no, quit suggesting that guys hit the top freaking guy. Like, stop,
no, that's the word.
leave them
I
alone.
Yeah.
agree. You know, I
Do
agree.
not
Please stop
awaken
sharing the
the.
city. You got 15 people online. The guy's 200 million BP,
Yep.
and he's the strongest guy in the nation. Like, dude, you're not hitting him.
Yeah.
Stop sharing the fucking city, dude.
He's
You're
sitting over
clogging
there
up the
with.
chat.
Yeah, he's sitting over there with no bubble,
The
just
same.
hoping an idiot hits him.
Yeah. We
I'm
had
like,
a
no.
guy that say from 791. He didn't go. He bubbled here and there, but my players are like posting it, and they're like, "Let's go." I'm like, "Fuck you." What do you mean, let's go? Oh, what do you
Yeah.
can take them. Yeah, I can take them fleet for fleet. I can't take 250. No. Are you fucking shitting me? No. It's like, they're just like, come on, Woody, just do this. No. You can go by yourself. I am not joining that. I know better.
Yeah,
Like,
and I don't want to welcome him. I don't want to welcome him to come over here and smack me either.
well, I mean, he ain't gonna smack me, and I'm not. When it comes down to it, we're not smacking him because he's too strong, and they're not smacking me
Right.
because we're too strong. So, I mean, I don't need to even know where. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I know where he's at. Cool. You post it once. I know where he's at. That's cool. But to insist on trying to hit him, guys, you're 34 and 35. You're not hitting a 41 with 250 million BP with 34s and
Yeah,
only.
he has no T9s and T10s left,
Yeah, I mean,
guaranteed.
I'll look him up. I'll look him up. Okay, and I'll show you. Matter of fact, I'm not sure if I got a report, but I'll look them up for you guys, and I'll show you exactly who they were saying. And I get it, 34s, they get, I understand that they're like, oh, we can do it, we got you. No, you got to understand the gist of it. If let's say we do win or we lose, the cost, of
Yeah,
that is going to be so insane that
yeah.
I'm
You
not even
must
going to want
hate
to play
your money.
anymore. Like,
You would have to hate your money to do that. And we beat them today, and there was a couple guys in some of the smaller alliance that go, "Oh, you guys are so strong. You guys beat 10-16 today." And I'm like, let me explain something to you guys. Okay, first of all, that guy didn't give a shit today, and that's why he only scored 200 and I guess somewhere around 250 million points or something like that. But it was like, yeah, that guy did not give a shit today. That's as simple as it gets. Or
so
he was sandbagging or had other shit going on. But let there be no doubt, he could literally just start to just hell, half our alliance could jump in one and he would beat us. So
right. Well, this is the guy. This is the guy that my alliance is like, oh, let's hit him, and I'm just like, you guys are fucking nuts. No way. This top guy, 210 million BP. Okay, now the older nations did look at that like, we got this, and they can. But I mean, for my
Yeah,
nation,
that fucker's dead.
yeah. But my nation, I mean, the guy's got 13.7 for officers. Um, his
oh
freaking
wow.
his Titans are at 3.2. His freaking plane is
He's a pretty maxed out city, it looks like.
well, his
So I mean,
plane's
the answer to that question is how many people you
yeah. And
you know?
if
That's
we
the answer
had
to that question.
40 people, if we
You
had
just showed us. You just showed us over $1 million worth of goods.
yeah, well, here's the thing: if we had 40 people, okay, and we hit this guy with 143, which is half his strength, and we couldn't burn him, well, 16 people got in. What makes you think that we can go over against someone even stronger with twice as much? Like,
Yeah, on
40
defense.
40 isn't the number for you guys.
no, 40 is not.
You
On
need more like
defense.
60, 60.
55-ish.
Yeah,
60 would be really nice.
60, 70
55, you
would be
can
the
get it
number.
done, and like you wouldn't lose. I think it would be even in points. Very similar to the one that Buddy showed earlier tonight.
Yeah,
I'd be even in points, but he would lose a lot.
yeah. And well, here's the thing, and I don't mind losing troops. I mean, I dropped what 5 or 6 million BP in Void. I'm okay with that. That's what the troops are. That's what the fucking troops are made for. You make them so you can fight. You can die.
What happened before I got here? They were saying I grew during Void, like I was recruiting during Void.
Yeah, no. So before you got here, they were saying that you were at like a certain amount, and then after Void, you were like 10 million more. Like they couldn't understand what the hell happened, and I'm like, what, really?
No,
But
somebody was fucking not paying attention.
Yeah, I think I put on 6 or 7 million BP, and I think I burned up 1.5 million.
That's good.
That's not.
Yeah, League.
That's about right.
I look at
Quick question: how close are you to 2,000 melee HP? Because I saw in the reports against us, you were at like 1950 or something.
I mean, I touch it when I'm president and I'm all those things.
That's insane.
I've already kind of touched. I think it was like 2005 or 2007. When I'm president, I'm over it. But I wasn't buff like advanced. I was only the 25 for the regular attack buff during where I typically not use the other one. So it's like more than that. A little bit more.
So, you got this new skin that came out. This was that toy adventure skin. This fucking
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Dude.
Yeah.
This skin.
I was looking at it after you said it.
Dude, this skin, and I got president right now. Okay, let me remind that this skin, president,
Yeah,
and
president makes a big difference.
Yeah, and this floating fucking ring diamond looking thing, the
I'm
accessory.
pretty hey, Woody, bro, I'm pretty sure with next time I'm president, I have a fleet size that's over 700,000.
I believe you will, 100%, 100%. And then the
Because
power.
I just got some cool new island items,
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure with all the little calculations, it should be like 700,000 and change. When I'm like fully buffed.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, you're gonna like the skin. I honestly wish I didn't use it. I wish I would have saved it for like GC, because
the problem with that skin is it's an attack skin, right?
Yeah.
And it's not a fleet size skin. So it's really good for a certain number of events depending on who you're playing. But I would prefer the fleet size over the attack. I would want that 6% on the robot monster or some shit like that.
Agreed.
Over the 12% attack on this guy.
My favorite skin would be this one right here.
Yeah, that's what I was rocking against those guys.
And then my favorite car is this one.
Yeah, I use that for everything. That's why I play Iron Blood. It's because of it. The only reason I play Iron Blood is
yeah. And then I like I like this one right here, the HP.
Yeah, that's nice because of the extra attack.
Yeah, I've noticed that they got.
HP?
Yeah, that's for 5% HP. Oh no, that's attack. I'm sorry.
It's attack. Yeah.
But I'm noticing there's a new skin coming, so that means that there's going to be a new event coming. So it's called Land, Sea, and Wonders. And this one, it doesn't give anything.
What's funny, bro? The funny one is the rocket one. It looks like you got a fucking dildo straight on the top of your face.
Facts.
It does.
But
It
look,
does,
look at
dude. I
this one. Look
fucking
at
I
this
was
one.
talking shit to my I was talking shit to the trolls in 357 because they like to ride bikes without seats.
Right.
So I and so I popped that and made it seem like they like to fucking come sit on my city.
You you see this cute the one, the bunny one, the pink one. 10,000 fleet bonus.
Oh, that's nice. I need that.
Yeah, yeah. And check this out. I'm not sure, but I think they can be stacked because I've got two going at once right now. I don't know if you can stack two golds or if it got to be a gold and a blue, but I got two going right now, as you can see.
That's pretty cool, honestly. And
Oh,
that's
that's
10,000
neat.
extra on the fleet. That fucking purple two hicker.
Yeah, this little, but that's in that toy. I think it's a toy thing as well. Let's
Oh,
check.
that thing you just spent millions of dollars on.
I
Yeah,
think
that thing.
I
Okay.
think it's that. It's either that one
Yeah.
or or that little mini
Dude, that
robot
drops.
one.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro, because it was giving me the island ticket. Dude, I was dropping some ducats on that thing, bro. Not even gonna lie.
Oh, that's great.
I can just see you
It,
running around, little
it,
bunny.
I definitely if I should have one of those motherfuckers. As much money as I spent on that goddamn. I'm gonna go look right now.
Yeah, but dude, I can imagine you'd be well over 700. I mean,
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. I gotta look now. The little purple bunny.
little pink
Man, I
bunny.
wish I would have used that for those UBN fuckers.
10,000 is 10,000.
Uh,
Like 20 is 20.
yeah, yeah, settle down, buddy. Settle down. All right, so I'm not seeing it in my. Hold on. Where do I see what you're seeing? What do I fucking
You
click
go
on?
into you just hit on your base like that, go into decorations, and then it'll be underneath the
Oh,
accessories.
okay.
Okay, it says how to get, and that's in Get from Toy Adventure. So yeah, it is beating the bear, beating the meat.
Okay, well, it says locked, so I didn't get it for some gay fucking reason.
It might have been that. Well, it says Toy Adventure, so I'm assuming whatever that event
So
was,
maybe.
either beating the meat or digging the holes for a dead body. One of the two would have released that, or maybe it hasn't been released yet, and that's what's going to be coming. I don't know, but I've seen that. My question is, I've been able to use both of these accessories, if we're going to be able to stack the gold
I mean,
ones.
so I feel like you get the one for the buying event, right?
Right.
So and it doesn't do anything. It's just decorations.
It's annoying, is what
You
it
know,
is.
yeah, yeah. It's something that they think is
It
cool because
it
they
l- it
you can
lags.
tell everybody that you spend money.
It freezes the
And
screen.
yeah, you're not kidding. And the whole entire UBN hive had been.
It's like you don't even want to go to that hive
Um,
just because it freezes the screen.
yeah. Well, it's not even. Yeah, you can't look at it for long enough to get dizzy. You
Yeah.
know. But so it doesn't do anything. So that's number one. So it's very unlikely that you can use both because you can't use, the skins together or like the name tags, president or friend. Like one's given to you and then the other one you use.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know what you're talking about, like
You
the
you can't
marshal
like
and
stack
president.
yeah. But no, just even like your see where your shit says Void Tyrant,
Yeah.
the designation. Yeah, just click on that.
So I'm Void Tyrant president and last until next event. So I got both of those. So city. No.
Yeah, so that's it. So you can use the Void Tyrant city, right, which is 10% attack, or you can use that city, which is 12% attack, or whatever that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It looked like they were both.
Like you don't get both. You do get it with president though, because it's you're getting appointed, right? Type
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, that
But
comes
you don't get
automatically.
it.
I still have never seen this one.
Anybody watching this football game? What a horrible fucking Sunday night football game.
No, I'm watching the computer, unfortunately. I had
Dallas
a
Cowboys, Pittsburgh Steelers, absolute trash.
well. Welcome to the Bears Nation. My football team, they suck, and I know they do.
Oh, they won today, man.
What?
They won at home. Yeah, they won at home.
They won one
Actually,
out of like 4 years.
no, man. Actually, they're like 8-0 at Soldier Field. You know,
No, are you
in like
serious?
a minute. Yeah,
Huh?
they're very good at home.
Maybe
This is my gambling mentality talking. So let me stop.
it's the bookies, right?
No, I think they're like 3-2 now after today's win.
They ain't bad
That's not
actually.
horrible. They started off a little jittery, but Mr. What is it, Caleb Williams, him and DJ Moore, they're connecting, man. They're doing pretty good together.
What? You remember those stats I showed you a couple like a week ago?
Who?
Oh man, I have to go look for it now. Damn it. You know what? I might be able to pull it way up, way down. I'll show you the difference that it made with those skins. It's like good 50-60% attack. With all the skins, the president.
I mean, you got to understand if you put all those things on and then you drop the multiplier on, like it's
Yeah.
huge, man. Like
Huge.
it's just big. You just got to understand how the game works, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't drop your 25 and your 10% before you do all your other skills.
Yeah.
Like you do that last, guys, right? Because those are the multipliers. So you build it, and then you drop your other, but the conversation is like.
Well, a lot of people don't understand that. Like they're just like, oh, let's just do this. Versus
Well, you
there's
just go
there's
clicking
a
shit. Nah, man,
there's an
the
order you
game
got to
does
do
not
it.
fucking work like that.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. There's
Don't
an
just go clicking shit. There's a fucking rhyme and a reason for
Well,
everything. I'm
fuck the game. Numbers just don't work like that.
sure.
So I was right here, last void. I think that's actually I'm probably no. This was this void. So I mean the numbers ain't that bad. I'm getting up there. I want to get to 1900 melee attack or melee HP, and I want to get to 1800 long range attack. That's my ultimate goal.
Is 1800 obtainable yet?
Well, I'm at 1783.6, and I
I mean,
had
that's with president and all that.
no. Well, actually, let me see. Hold on. That's 10.5. So yeah, that's with president. You're right. That's with everything I have right now. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it sounds like, I mean, without going all into your city, but like you got triple S's on all your officers, you have all the right long range attacks, blah blah blah. So I'm only assuming you have max long range attacks. There's nowhere to find it right now.
I
There's
have
no new
one
officer.
I have one still. I gotta max out, and actually might be two.
I mean, I haven't seen 1800. So if somebody wants to show me what 1800, I'll think I'll be back.
I got
Yeah.
to max this one out. Increase the attack of long range troops. I gotta max that one out still. And then I
Okay.
think I have, which I
And
mean
it's a single,
yeah.
so you have some room there. So
And I already
yeah,
got
I mean,
that
if
one.
you drop your president, you're at probably 67.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
close.
because that number that you're showing is super close to that. I think that's very similar to what I am picking up. Because I'm just under 1800, like 17.
Dude, I want it so bad.
It's just really not obtainable right now. I mean, sure, you might be able to get it, like if you pop the alliance buff. Like I haven't really thought about that. While
I didn't think about that
attacking
either,
and
actually.
utilizing popping the alliance buff. So if I'm really thinking about it, it's like the only other place I could steal some attack from. I mean, sure, with some of these new city skins, like that one you just showed us,
Yeah.
that'll give you a little bump. But overall, there's nothing you can really pull 1800. You need a new officer.
So this void that I was just in, For the first 8 hours, I didn't realize that I had Loreline still on.
How do you not realize that?
I did not realize because
You over there fucking chiefing on the Challenger or
I
something? You
was
know
at work. I was
what
at
the hell?
work. I was at work, but I
You
did.
don't notice the size of your fleet when you're going at
Well,
somebody?
it usually would be like around 670 when I'm got my Morgan on, and I was
And you didn't
just
notice that it was
I really
500 fully buffed?
I didn't fucking notice, dude. And I didn't notice
You
it until like
fucking
8 hours.
Nimrod?
Dude, yeah,
The
yeah.
fuck?
Until like 8 hours later, I'm like, and where I noticed it was in the fucking mines, the uranium mines. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
do that in the mines. Like my fucking fleet size is like 350,000. It's like, what the fuck? You
Like, what
know,
do
it's
you
like,
do
oh, I
for
know.
what do you do for work? Drink?
well, I went to go hit.
Yeah.
I went to go hit this guy right here. This guy. I went to go hit him, and I'm like, before I hit him, I was like, why am I still in the 500s? And then my mouth drops. I'm like, no. I went and look at my officers, and then my Loreline's still activated. I'm fighting Void with Loreline. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I SOS with a Loreline. I fucking team attacked with a Loreline. I was like, motherfucker. Like,
Who's on it, Willie?
I was like so
You're a
upset.
fatty, bro. You're 320 million, 310.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, oh my god. But, lesson
Yeah,
learned.
what is pretty safe in them 700s?
Um, I'd be okay. I lost quite a bit during this void. I didn't get hit, but I was attacking. So I had like 316, and I'm at 312 now. So I lost 4 billion, or
Yeah,
4 million.
that's about my average for a void
Yeah,
is about 5 million.
yeah. I
You
mean
know,
that's
it's not,
that's
not my average.
but a lot of void potions. A shitload of void potions. I know that.
I didn't have to do much of the void, man. It's void potions. I mean, yeah, I think I spent like $80 in shooting these straight. I
Well,
did
actually,
because I had some left over.
I was like a
I had
buck
some left
20.
over. I had like,
That's
yeah,
about.
I had like maybe 300,000 left over from whenever last void I guess.
See,
So
I only
I
had
had to, I had to heal to like just under a million, and that was after the fucking polo messing around. I was like, ah, 70,000. That was a lot of pain. So let me heal that up, you know. And
I do love that you actually still said fuck it. I'm gonna try, and you're just gonna give them
I mean, I had
have
no
fun.
intention of, it was only in the intent of maybe I could steal some points. So those guys are,
Vegas is still recruiting.
yeah,
Right.
fucking shielded tight, man. There's no points anywhere. You got to find them when you can when you're down. Even those fat guys, man, 100 million DP, man. Well, he's not that fat, but he's a good warrior. But I know he's got some low tier in there that I can zap up before all his buddies come. And
Retreat, retreat,
and
retreat.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man. I'm out of there. I think like 3 or 4 like actually entered. But there was a fuck ton more coming. That was way gone.
There's very
Uh,
there's very 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 few people in the 700s nation that actually retreats. So, like when I'm doing that,
Oh
and
man, it's one of your best tools, man.
I
Especially
agree.
when you got a guy like yourself, Woody, man. Like you're the guy who's kind of leading the pack. If you're the guy who's leading, that particular attack or always leading the attack. Like for me in 425, like I'm leading the attack. I would say 95% of the time, unless I'm sleeping. You know. It's and the same in 357. Everybody feels a lot more comfortable when I'm leading an attack in 357.
No, you're
And
absolutely
if you
right,
can,
dude.
and if you can do that and be consistent, right? If you're actually playing Void, and I know you do content and all those things, but if you can do that, man, you'll save yourself a lot with your tweet button. But not only do you save yourself, you save your buddy. If you can get them in line with that, touching that attack button at the same time as you do, but not speeding until they see the blue, right? They got to make sure that you're in and you start the battle because you want all your fun little items that you have to start that battle,
Right.
right? You want that smoke, all the flames, all the fucking stupid shit that you got and we
All
paid
the
money for.
yeah, all the
But you
skills.
want to start, yeah, you want to start the battle But if you start the battle, man, and they click attack at the same time, and they're kind of just hanging back, they get to enter, regardless of shield, man. You know, and if that's the case, you can save yourself a lot. And if you don't have enough people, and it's just you just click retreat, bro. You just click retreat.
I, I,
Because all that rain takes time, right? We all know,
yeah,
trap or not.
takes
That
time.
that rain getting there takes time. If you're clicking retreat, the moment you see all that blue coming and you know you don't have enough, all you gotta do is get out of there. You know. And the only thing that's a KPI that you can't put your finger on is whether or not Camel Server is going to let you talk in the chat. You know,
That is
like
true.
hey, it's like the only thing that you really don't have control over. If your people are on the same time, like my people know, like if you see all that blue coming and we're not number ready, like do not enter. Like I'm getting the fuck out of there, and if you enter, you're dead. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like but that's like my guys know that. You know, but if we're going in and if I get in there and there's not a lot of blue, man, everybody's coming. Everybody's coming.
Now let
And
me
all that rain's gonna get ate up.
Now let me ask you, and I mean I know the answer, but many people were probably wondering this as we're talking about the retreat button. Um, you're in there, it's going, it looks like it's doing good, you're winning, you're not really losing that much. Um, do you hit retreat still, or do you say no, dude? I'm gonna carry it through to the end.
Oh no, I carry it through. And I'm
Right.
a sick son of a bitch. If there's a lot of rain and I retreat on my first one, I already have a second fleet holding all your rain, so you can't leave. I'm
Right.
speeding right back in. I'm retreating the second one, and then I got my full Titan fleet in the third one, and I'm gonna fuck all you guys up. And I'll hold you, and I'm gonna keep coming like a goddamn choo-choo train. And all that rain that thought they were gonna be cool, they're all trapped, and they're
Trapped in
getting
there.
fucked up over and over and over again. And there's nothing they can do about it.
They can
Literally nothing they can do
they
about it.
can watch it. They can
Yeah, no,
watch
it's
it.
what they're doing. They're watching it, and they can't do anything. They can retreat themselves. That's the best they can do.
Yeah, it's
You know.
like it's like entering in. It's like sending 5 dicks, and all of a sudden they send fucking 50 rain, and you're locked in, and you got fleets waiting. There's nothing you can do but just watch. Like you're there. You're watching your troops die.
Yeah, well,
You can
I mean,
retreat
for
each
me,
one.
that second fleet that I'm holding them with, it's got a gold plane. My second plane's gold,
Yeah.
pretty high up there. So, like that second fleet that's holding them, but I'm clicking retreat as soon as I get my third fleet in there. After I speed my Titans back and
And back in.
send a new fleet, as soon as they're back in, I'm clicking retreat. Because I don't want that fleet getting smoked because it eventually will get smoked.
Right.
And but no, man, that third fleet fucks them up. Fucks them up bad, man. It
Yes,
really
they do.
does.
Yes, it does.
I think I did that to the NXY today in 269, or it might have been 357, or both. I think I might have been on both today. There was a couple of situations in 257, and so we just kept grabbing them and held them there.
Right. All right. We are literally 3.5 hours in. I'm actually going to end the live, guys. I want to thank everyone that had come. If you have any questions, guys, you can ask. I have a server. You can ask questions there. All the players that you see in here, like Lee God, he's in my server. If he sees it, he'll answer your question, whatnot. Feel free to join it, or any of the Nikki's server as well, or even in here. Ask questions, because you know what? When you ask, there is no stupid question out there when it comes to saving your money. Not a single question out there is stupid. Well, I mean, should I
It's not really
bubble
about
for
your money.
void?
It's just your fucking mental.
Yeah. Should I bubble for void? Yeah, that would be a stupid question. But anything else that comes up, where you actually spending money in a game, don't think it's stupid. Just ask away. But
All right, guys.
Yeah,
Pleasure.